you ready for a good time? I hope you are. What is going on, everybody? It is time for SmackDown, the last SmackDown before Hell in a Cell. It's gonna be something else. We're supposed to get the stipulation of not the stipulation, but what the consequences that Roman Reigns was talking about on that Hell in a Cell match with him versus Jey Uso. Supposed to get that. We're supposed to get the Otis trial finally. I hope they really do it this time. What is up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I hope we get quality options on the Twitch stream. Oops, the chat did not update. Hang on, let me fix that. All right, SmackDown, here it is. Oh, they don't have a new theme song for SmackDown. I thought that they would do the same thing they did with Raw. You no longer have your old account. Really? You don't know how to get into it? You don't know like the email address that you signed up with? All right, let's see if I fixed it. What do you think, Dudley? Did I fix it? Yep, I fixed it. All right, so they're showing the showdown between Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. They're telling us about the tribal consequences. What are they? I think it's gonna be he gets put out. He gets put out of the family or something if he loses. That would be crazy. All right, am I in? Am I in? They hit me with the no quality options. Yep, no quality options. Dang, that sucks. Oh well. At least we have the YouTube channel, so we can do that. FS1, guys. Starting out with Kevin Owens in the ring.
You know, now that the dust has settled and everyone has fulfilled their contractual obligations, we're good, right? Everybody's where they're supposed to be now. I am thrilled to welcome you all to my first edition of the Kevin Owens Show in my new home, SmackDown.
What channel's FS1? It's going to be different for different cable providers.
Oh, you guys
Michael's in the house. What's up, man? Michael's here. Elijah's here.
You know what else I love?
Disciple.
Is that my first guest
We rubbed.
for this very special Kevin Owens Show, the first one
What's
on
up,
SmackDown.
Guys? Big Red here?
Is a former four-time WWE champion and one of the most technically skilled competitors to have ever stepped foot in this ring.
Who, me?
I'm so excited to welcome the leader of the Yes Movement, Daniel
Bryan. Nice. Here comes Daniel Bryan. This could be one heck of an episode right here. Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens on the same show. You know that they recently had problems with Seth Rollins as well. Got some really, really good wrestlers on SmackDown currently. It's the Wabbit. Here comes the Wabbit. Let's make him bigger. He's looking too small. Okay, there we go. Yes. Let's go. The Wabbit is here. Oops. Should have this going. Man, I'm really excited about this Hell in a Cell announcement. It's my must-see thing of the night. I think the Otis thing is going to be fun too, though. Yep, D-Bry University, baby. All right, what are they going to talk about?
We pushed each other to be better. And that's the kind of attitude that I want from every single superstar here on SmackDown.
He's talking like the general manager.
Great opinion to have. In fact, you've been pretty vocal about what you think the future of SmackDown should look like.
Bryan
so I figured tonight I'd love for you to elaborate on that. What exactly do you see as far as where SmackDown's
looks
going?
like he looks GM-ish.
So here's my vision. I want SmackDown to highlight the absolute best superstars in the world. And I think with our talent roster on SmackDown now, we've nailed it. I mean, our superstars are unparalleled. We have the best, fresh, young talent in the world. And like, you take all these guys who have stepped up even before the draft. You got guys like Jey Uso. You got guys like Big E. Guys who are stepping up week in and week out. And I want to see who's going to step up next. And now, on a more personal note, one thing that I think would make SmackDown better for everybody watching
the environmentalist
is to
guy.
have a championship defended each and every week here on SmackDown. And in my view, that championship should be the Intercontinental Championship.
I agree with that.
I would like to see the Intercontinental Championship defended in the ring every single week on SmackDown.
I think that's a great idea, and I got to be honest with you, Daniel.
Mo's in the house. What's up, Mo?
That you
Snipes is here
for such a role, because that's
What's up, Snipes?
really something special. But I'm pumped that you just brought up championships, because that's actually why I asked you to come here tonight. Is I wanted to talk to you specifically about championships, even more specifically about a particular title, the Tag Team Championships.
The Tag Team
because here's the thing.
Championships.
I've accomplished a lot here in WWE, but I have
Wait
never.
a minute.
Can you believe it? I have never been a tag team champion.
Yeah, I mean, you've betrayed a lot of friends.
You've betrayed a lot of friends. That's true.
We're going to gloss. So, listen, here's the thing. I understand where you're going with this, but I think you're focusing on the wrong part.
Let's not talk about that.
The part you should focus on is imagine what we would be as a tag team. Imagine, come on. It would be incredible. Now, I even have the team name worked. It's worked out. Get this. Team Hell KO.
That would be you teaming with Kane.
What? No, not Kane.
Kane was the hell part.
I see the name. I see what you did. Okay, well, we could talk about the name later, but you and I as a tag team would be unprecedented. Okay? I need you to think about that. We'd be even better than you and Kane. I really think so. So I want...
Oh, boy.
Why?
Okay. All right. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. They gotta put their hand in the pie. They throw their card in the hat.
Young talent, and there's no way you could be talking about anybody else than the two you're looking at right here. We're hot for teacher, baby. You know what I mean? Kev. It's gonna talk show. It was gonna get interrupted. Relax. Listen, we like to party.
True.
We want to jump. We run with the devil. You had a party out here tonight, and you didn't invite us. We feel a little slighted here.
You know, you're out here talking about some fantasy tag team. The fact of the matter is you should be talking about two of the greatest SmackDown acquisitions in history. Right here. And the greatest tag team on the planet. Right here.
Oh, it's the best tag team?
Wasting everybody's time.
Oh, boy.
Well, Corey, here come
the real tag team champions of SmackDown. Street Profits are in the building. It's time to explode some cups out of here. They got their Hurt Business looking gear on. Oh, that's what he was doing? He was quoting Van Halen? I was wondering what he was saying. I was like, dude, what is this? What is this promo? Yep, they definitely brought the cups out.
So we are starting this Friday night party out like this? Oh, I think we good with that.
Oh yeah, especially with these two acting like they their new hotness. Come on, man. Y'all look like y'all just stepped out of 1984.
Oh, the greatest album of all time! Woohoo! Joke's on you.
Don't forget. We ain't forget what y'all tried to pull last week, fam.
Oh, boy.
But nonetheless, Dawkins, we are so excited to be on Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah. Tell them why, fam.
Because the Street Profits are up, and we want the smoke.
They're like, trust us. We got some tag teams. Look. I'm glad they're starting off like this, though, showing off all the how strong the tag team division is actually looking. Got a little strength, I'll say that. A little.
Our title.
They got some great wrestlers.
You two just get them handed to you like a game of white elephant. Yeah.
Cesaro and Shinsuke are here.
Listen, Kevin, I think that we should test your theory about how good of a tag team we'd be. Maybe right now.
Daniel Bryan. So funny.
Oh, wait a minute, here we go.
Uh-oh, it's time.
We got a throwdown on SmackDown.
What is this? They're all fighting each other.
This is all Kevin Owens' fault with his fantasies about being in a tag team with Daniel Bryan.
Here comes Postman Pierce. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Okay. They brought it to FS1 and they really brought it. Dang. So that's how they go to commercial. They just a incredibly large brawl just broke out between every tag team they have and a brand new possible tag team as well. I think there might only be one other team that I might be missing. Y'all know what's gonna happen next. Yep. we don't need anybody to say playa to know what's gonna happen next here. Let me turn my quality down here. No, I don't want picture in picture. Aye. Time for a super tag match, playa. All right, let's see if I can get Cesaro onto the picture or into the picture. That way we have everybody. That would be one heck of a tag team, though. Kevin Owens and Daniel Bryan, Ring of Honor boys. The Mysterios. Oh yeah, the Mysterios weren't in this. That's a good point. The Mysterios were not in this. YouTube TV. Oh, they got your algorithm. They figured you out. They're like, all right, we've seen enough. We've seen enough of Mo's watch history. Let's make this interesting. We want the smoke. There we go. The Street Profits are up, dude, and they want the smoke. Man, I really wanted quality options tonight, but no quality options. All right. All right. Should be getting back from commercial break sometime pretty soon, guys. I'll be right back. Hang out with Dudley for a second. Back to it.
Moonsault by Montez Ford nearly dispatched of Robert Roode.
Yeah, but Robert Roode, the veteran.
So what is it? It is
tag team champion both on SmackDown.
Yep, it's all these teams. Or actually, it's a
Robert Roode, a true tag team specialist in that.
It's a 4-on-4. It's a 4-on-4. So they made all the bad guys. They made Dolph Ziggler, Shinsuke, Robert Roode, and Cesaro one tag team. And then they made Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, and both the Street Profits a team as well. So it's 4-on-4. 2 tag teams. Two tags.
On the WWE roster, you can think
he had his gear under his suit like Superman.
As constantly as Dolph Ziggler.
No, Dolph Ziggler with probably the biggest ego in the locker room as well.
They cut Otis's part on Hulu? Really?
Despite the fact he's a former world champ. Now Robert
You're blocked on Twitter? What happened, Mo? What'd you do?
Extracurricular activity from Ziggler.
Rude Corey, who says that
who was the best women's tag team? I don't know. Were they really a tag team, or were they just 2 people put together, or what?
It's also an opportunity for Roode and Ziggler to do
I
something
know who people are gonna think is like the most star power they put in a tag team.
Shinsuke earlier, Corey, when they said they carried the tag team division.
That's what a bad tweet. Twitter didn't like it.
No doubt about that.
Was it political? I've seen a lot of people getting politically heated recently.
The ultra aggressiveness of Nakamura as of late.
It's like since uniting in a tag
I wish WWE have real tag team.
It's awakened something inside.
They got the Street Profits. That's a real tag team. Once Jimmy is healthy, they're gonna have the Usos. That's like one of the best tag teams in the world. They still got the New Day. New Day has been the most dominant tag team of this generation.
Take apart Ford.
They got some tag teams, man.
Notice how Cesaro keeps his own body in between Montez Ford and Ford's entire team.
Who was the best women's champion? I don't know, man. I don't know.
To make a tag badly.
You can make a case for Bayley right now. Bayley's like the longest reigning SmackDown champion. Just been dominating everybody. Nice. Enziguri by Montez. Bringing up some space, but will Cesaro let him do it? Yep. Gets the hot tag to Daniel Bryan. Let's go. Daniel Bryan in the ring.
Matchup against AJ Styles, the finals of the Intercontinental Tournament.
Yo, this is a Ring of Honor showdown right here. It's Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro. Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, versus Claudio Castagnoli.
You can say that again. No signs of ring rust here in the early going. Well, a man who basically grew up inside of a ring.
Oh, I see. You got mad. I see. Well, you know, we'll see you on Twitter in 7 days. I'm glad you get to be in here, though, man.
Bryan able to reverse it and land on his feet now. The running kick into the
But I don't know. Some people are going to say Trish Stratus was the best champion. Some people are going to say, uh-oh, Daniel Bryan lands low. Might have hurt his knee. Went for his backflip and didn't quite round it out. Do I think Sasha Banks will beat Bayley? I kind of hope not. Sasha Banks has been getting some out-of-nowhere opportunities at this title, man. I kind of hope they don't just hand it to her. She's been on a losing streak. Before her recent disqualification win, I think she was on like a 3-loss streak. She lost her title, she lost the tag title, she lost the rematch. So I don't know, man. Kind of hope Sasha does not win the title. As much as I would like Bayley to eventually lose that title, it doesn't feel right, man. But maybe they will. Maybe they'll do it. Send her to the Mandalorian. I don't know. What do you think? You guys think Sasha's gonna win on Sunday at Hell in a Cell? You know Sasha winning the title, Gray. I know, that's why I'm saying I don't want her to. Oh yeah, I was gonna send this tweet out. Too sweet to tweet. Hey, hey. It's a new song I'm coming up with. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a big hit. It's very original. All right, I think we got it. No, that's not all. But wait, there's more. Thank you guys for joining me, by the way. It's commercial break. Sasha's gonna win. Demented like, nah, there's no doubt. Yeah, you might be right about that. I don't know. I just I've been on the like Sasha train a little bit because her performances in the ring have been very much better than before. It's like she's making really good improvements on her in-ring work, but just the acting that she did with that neck brace really threw me off. And then on top of that, all the title shots she's been getting and stuff after losing constantly. It's kind of strange and just doesn't feel right. All right, there we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Nice. It worked. And the hashtags worked too. That's always nice when those things work out. You love Bayley, but you think Sasha's going to win. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the consensus. It seems like everybody thinks Sasha's going to get it. Reigns, only person retaining. We'll see. I don't see Reigns dropping it either. Bayley all day. Michael says Bayley all day. I see you. Lionette. What's up, Lionette? The Toy Awards? 2020 Toy Awards. Ringmaster, you tune into that? I'm sure Zack Ryder will. Matt Cardona. All right, back to it.
This is a maneuver Daniel Bryan utilizes on a very regular basis, and this was simply an imperfect landing. It's almost impossible to tell exactly
let's see how he hurt himself
what was
on that.
Injured, what was affected.
But Sasha versus Bayley this Sunday it will be.
The fight to a weakened Daniel Bryan.
And now Dolph Ziggler continuing to work on the injured right leg of Daniel Bryan. We said before that Cesaro and company would love to have Daniel Bryan just stay in this position the rest of the matchup. Not allow him
Daniel
to make
Bryan's in some trouble. He came down a little off on his backflip, and it has really thrown him for a curve here. He's limping, and Dolph Ziggler and the whole heel team want to go after that leg. Oh, chop block by Dolph.
Dolph Ziggler, a former world champion in his own right. Two of the best in-ring competitors we've seen over the past several decades. It also throws Cesaro into that conversation.
An
absolute wizard.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, and a great tag team technician, one of the best of the last.
It's a pretty cool little story here because he did just come back from what, five months or something.
On the knee and lower back of
5-month hiatus.
Half crab submission. Daniel Bryan desperately needs to make a tag.
Something like that. Oh my goodness. Boston Crab, and Cesaro picks him up by his leg and just swings him around and throws him down. What incredible strength. Incredible strength and incredible know-how. That's what I love, man. I love it when wrestlers have like super, like a great amount of ways to go after one part of your body. I want to see Shinsuke as a single star, yeah. Would be good.
Incredible amount of whiplash suffered by Dolph Ziggler in the turnbuckle.
And not to mention, he banged heads with Daniel Bryan as he came to the mat.
Daniel Bryan still a long way away from his own corner. Ziggler significantly closer. Both men need to make a tag.
The Phenom and the Legend Killer. It's like a little mini documentary that's coming up after Hell in a Cell this Sunday. Looking forward to that. Those documentaries they've been doing recently have been awesome.
It's so brilliant when you see
Travis, what's up, dude?
A cheap shot, as you call it. I say it's brilliant. Tensions are already high amongst the Street Profits and Kevin Owens. Robert Roode bought himself a few moments to do whatever he wanted.
Thunderous slap. Daniel Bryan, man.
Now Roode going to just
in a lot of trouble here. He's getting systematically just destroyed by the heel team here.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what Rude's looking for here, but it is going to be catastrophic for Daniel
off the top.
Bryan fighting back.
Daniel Bryan fights his way out of it.
Separation. What can Bryan
do
now
not
from the top rope?
Want to catch that damage.
Does Bryan have enough left?
Nice missile drop kick.
And now Bryan's got a chance.
Bobby Roode face down in the ring off the missile drop kick.
All three members of his team anxious. Here comes
Nice.
Angelo Dawkins.
All right, Angelo Dawkins gets the hot tag.
But Angelo Dawkins picking up the pace.
Taking down Shinsuke with a series of clotheslines. Now back elbow. Spinning back elbow. Oh, goodness. Slam dunk at Cesaro. Dang, taking out the whole team. 360 splash in the corner. Now Bulldog.
Cover now by Dawkins. Hook of the leg for the win, and Nakamura kicks out at 2.
Shinsuke kicks out.
Dawkins is on a roll. And the Street Profits maintain this momentum.
So much fun to watch this. Oh, and that kick by Nakamura. And now a backstabber by Shinsuke.
Up Game Maker play Avengers today. Nice, dude.
And 2 by Dawkins.
Yep, I just beat Ghost of Tsushima yesterday. That was awesome, man.
And another cheap shot by the Nakamura team.
Watch this power from Cesaro.
Double team now.
Goodness.
Look at that. Spine buster. Cover now. And Kevin Owens will break things up.
Shinsuke and Cesaro working together pretty well.
Shinsuke to the outside.
Kevin Owens
And Robert Roode
injects himself in this battle and stunners Bobby Roode out of the ring.
DDT.
Oh. Super DDT by Dolph Ziggler. This has got some fast-paced action. Oh, referee saw it. Cesaro went for a sneaky little put your feet on the ropes pin. European uppercut is dodged. Pop-up. Spine buster by Angelo.
Daniel Bryan flattens Shinsuke.
A lot of action on the outside. I like this. Oh, Montez. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Right into the pin. Super frog splash takes out Cesaro. That's pretty good. Street Profits pick up the win. That was a pretty good match. The frog splash was pretty good. That was one heck of a frog splash. He shakes the ropes. Yeah, it's funny looking. So much hype. I love how hype he gets. Dun, 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 dun. They're living it up. Murphy versus Seth Rollins tonight. Wow, it's finally reached a boiling point like that. Murphy versus Seth. Wow. You can watch it on the Fox Sports app. Oh, nice. His face is too strong. All right, they're showing more of the Roman Reigns saga so far.
Which is an I Quit match. Those consequences will be revealed right here tonight on SmackDown.
Clean up the ring now.
Ladies and gentlemen, for weeks now, the Miz
just
and
the
Morrison
massive
have been
humanity
trying
out
to
there.
get the Money in the Bank contract away from Otis.
Well, the Money in the Bank contract.
Okay, I gotta mute that. They're playing that song a little too much. I'll bring the swag like nobody can. Law and Otis.
Are generally represented by attorneys, except for Otis, who has decided to represent himself. This is his story.
They made their own sound. La, 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 la. Oh my goodness, he's in court.
All rise. Court of Thunderdome is now in session. The Honorable John Bradshaw Layfield presiding.
Oh, JBL is going to be the judge. Otis has got a cut the arms off of
be seated.
A jacket.
For the record, in this case, the plaintiff, Mr. Mizanin, is suing the defendant, Otis, for emotional distress, wanton destruction of property, creating an unsafe work environment, and Money in the Bank negligence. With that being said, Counselor,
agree there's been some negligence
please
on this
proceed with
Money in
your
the
opening
Bank.
argument.
Judge
Thank you.
JBL.
Actually, I got this.
Uh-oh.
Your Honor, I am here for the truth. Case law is on my side.
What if they just started singing a song and dancing together?
Intick versus Carrington. Schmuck versus United States. Marbury versus Madison. But more importantly, the truth is on my side. And the truth is the defendant has victimized me, both physically as well as emotionally.
Yeah, Miz is awesome.
And has not upheld the responsibility required to be a Money in the Bank winner. As a former Money in the Bank winner, it is incumbent upon me to right this wrong and lawfully remove that contract from his possession and place it in the hands of an honorable WWE superstar. Your Honor, I am that WWE superstar. And that is the truth.
What? There's a sound after their arguments?
Otis, do you have an opening statement?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I think I deserve the Money in the Bank contract because I won the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Oh, that's it?
Thank you.
Oh, they got a sound for everything they say.
That's a good argument.
Uh-oh.
You're fired.
Aww. To be continued. Fired their lawyer.
I hope we get a verdict tonight. I can't wait any longer. I'm losing sleep, Cole.
Well, up next, it is the EST of WWE.
Oh, Bianca Belair is going to get a match? Or maybe not. So I might have got a little too excited too fast. I don't think that she's actually wrestling. Alright. I gotta mute that. Alright, El Cito. I wonder if that El Cito guy is going to show up to court as a witness. As a witness to help Otis, you know? I think that'd be a good idea. Oh, she does? She is getting a match. Okay. Nice. Does she have a brand new theme song or something?
Believe that this
Nope.
woman here, Bianca Belair, may be one of the...
Good. Because I really like that theme song for her. She forget how to do her entrance? It's been so long since she last had a match. When was the last time she fought? The last time she fought was beating up Zelina Vega back when they had the like poison storyline. I don't think I've seen her fight since then. Wonder who she's in action against. Maybe is Naomi on Raw? I think Naomi's on Raw. Yeah, pay-per-view this Sunday, Michael. That's what I was talking about. That's why I was talking about Hell in a Cell. I said this Sunday is Sasha gonna win, and that's what we were talking about. He had his her lip emote as his outfit. I didn't see that. Yeah, Naomi's on Raw. Okay, that's what I thought. And she tagged with Liv and Ruby. If so, that had to be the last time. I think it's been months. I think it's been like 2 months, 3 months since the last time Bianca was actually on TV in a real full-on match. Can't have two good superstars on the same show. They got a couple of those. But the women's division is so, I don't know, it's difficult. But they do have talented women. Just they got to start utilizing them. Hopefully this is the start. Hopefully the draft really got their wheels turning and they're going to start doing something. I would highly enjoy that. Your tribal chief. I'm the tribal chief. I'm the head of the table. You better acknowledge me. I've been the chief since last October. I've been the chief for over a year now. I'm the head of the table. Acknowledge me. Hager, what's up, man? I like Hager, that dude from Final Fight. Mayor. The mayor of Earth. Acknowledge me, Fade, or else there's going to be consequences. It is commercial break right now, guys. I'm waiting to see who or what Bianca is going to face when she comes back. Hopefully Lars Sullivan. Is Lars on Raw? Yeah, AEW announced that Rey Fenix had to vacate his spot due to injury. Hopefully he's not really injured. Hopefully it's just part of a storyline or something. I would hate to have Phoenix injured after all that, but I wouldn't be surprised after that fall he took off the top rope when he went for that head scissors and just splatted his head on the mat. I wouldn't be surprised if he has a little concussion ceremony going on. So it's going to be Pentagon versus Kenny Omega next week. Yep. Bianca will whip Lars for sure. Yeah, maybe. Gritty and a pumpkin. Oh. Who else is in here? I don't know if I said what's up to Michael. I think I said what's up to Michael, but if not, hey, Michael. Casea. What's up, Casea? Welcome. Did I miss anybody? I said what's up to Big Red, and I think I said what's up to Big Red before he was even in here. I just thought he was here. I was like, dude, what's up, Big Red? That's how you know I enjoy having you guys in here when I'm already saying hi to you. But hello again, Big Red.
Totally do. I'm with the smoke, right?
Hopefully you can.
Me, boys.
Hopefully you can hear it this time. Backstage with the Street Profits, Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens.
SmackDown's the best.
SmackDown's the best.
Yeah, hell of a match out there.
Hey, Sami Zayn.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. Hey, listen, I just wanted to nip this in the bud before this goes any further because I heard you out there on the KO show bad-mouthing me a little bit. You were bad-mouthing me. You're talking about how the Intercontinental Championship should be defended every week, and I just want to stop you right there, and I want to tell you that I don't share your vision. Okay? I happen to think the Intercontinental Championship is special and valuable, and most importantly, it's mine. It's mine, which means I'm the one who dictates the terms. I dictate how often it gets defended and who gets the title opportunities around here. And can I remind you that I've already successfully defended it against some of the best talent around here, which, lest we forget, includes defeating you for it at WrestleMania.
Ooh.
So just do me one favor. Going forward, whatever visions you might have for the Intercontinental Championship, just keep them to yourself. No one needs to hear them. Because as long as I'm the Intercontinental Champion, I'm going to do things my way.
There you have it. That's that. The Great Liberator has spoken.
And there is Zelina Vega.
Zelina is who she's going to fight.
Take on Bianca Belair here tonight. One-on-one, an interesting issue.
Oh, my goodness. I hope she's prepared to get tossed around. Did they give Zelina another new song? Maybe they did. Sounds kind of new. Zelina versus Bianca. All right.
Matches, and now
let's
Bianca
go.
Belair making her in-ring debut here on SmackDown.
In-ring debut going on.
Potential in the world.
When it comes to Raw,
SmackDown in-ring debut.
In my opinion, Bianca Belair is unmatched. Experience she needs to make up for, no doubt.
Deep Bry out of here.
A nasty temper as well. And there's the power now.
Goodness gracious.
Belair. This
Ouch.
is a woman who
Zelina already getting tossed around the place. Injury his neck. Yeah, well that would make sense then. Like I said, he fell like almost right on his head.
Endurance
See the SmackDown outfit that Bianca's got? It's all SmackDown all over it.
Vega.
At least it looks like SmackDown.
Earlier today. She feels
looks like these logos.
She said tonight has been all about Bianca Belair.
Oh my goodness. No Falcon Arrow toss.
She arrived on Friday Night SmackDown and she feels
Bianca Belair is just overly dominant right now. Zelina's got to start doing some...
here tonight of Bianca Belair. Embarrass Belair here on SmackDown. And Vega now going to send Belair. Oh, look at the athleticism.
Belair just flips out of the Rana attempt. No head scissors for you.
Vega. And I love the swag, the confidence.
Standing moonsault right across the back of Zelina.
Look at this. It makes it
look up so easy.
A standing moonsault into a kip up, and Bianca Belair
dominating
cockiness. Vega at this juncture.
Belair almost toying with Zelina right now. Zelina's in a lot of trouble.
You know,
this should be the Halloween Havoc emo. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Most impressive athletes in all of WWE.
No argument from me. I said it before.
That's a good idea.
Vega. Impressive.
Do that.
When it comes to raw athleticism, Bianca Belair may be unmatched, but Zelina right now doing a great job.
It's like eating the NXT
for Bianca.
And now Vega sends
like
Bianca Belair flying, and now Zelina Vega.
Yep, this is the poison storyline. I was just talking about that.
Belair though, and a big right hand.
Oh.
That might be it.
Pop up punch
Bianca
to the
jaw.
Zelina.
With a right hand.
Zelina looks like she's just done here. What's this?
Like, watch this.
Wow, get lifted.
The press clear.
Wow.
Bianca Belair. Vega in trouble. Look at the power.
The strength.
Outrageous.
Military press and just walks her around the ring while she's pressing her. And hangs her up on the top rope. Goodness, this looks like a little kid getting beat up by like a high schooler. Kindergarten versus high school. Oh my goodness. KOD, game over. Did Zelina even do anything? I don't think Zelina even did anything. Flawless victory. Fatality. Dang.
Bianca Belair with the kiss of death. The KOD.
KOD.
Zelina Vega.
Kiss of death. What a cool name. Can't believe they let it be called that. Kiss of death. Wow, she didn't even mess up her makeup at all. That's a flawless victory, I think. I don't think Zelina even... I think the only thing she did was just run the ropes. Talk about getting smashed. As she came out to the ring. Oh yeah, she took off that jacket thing too. She did a little wiggle. She did a little wiggle on the apron. So she literally did more damage to the ring than she did to Bianca. Now they're showing Lars Sullivan destroying everything in his path.
Who or what could stop this maniac?
Dang, man.
He is a one-man wrecking crew. He possesses horrific anger and rage, the shortest of fuses, a propensity for destruction. We're about to enter Lars Sullivan territory. The freak is live.
Look at that stare. Goodness gracious. Are you ready?
There's our whole family. All you had to do was acknowledge me as the tribal chief.
Yeah, I know, Empire. All you had to do was acknowledge me.
But you ain't break my spirit. Want another shot?
This is all about the bloodline.
It's yours at Hell in a Cell. This time there's going to be real consequences.
For the first time ever, locked inside Hell in a Cell.
The highest stakes that any match has ever
I'm telling you, man, it's either going to be he gets put out of the family, or he's got to get a tattoo over his tattoo or something. Dude, that just it breaks my heart to think of both of those things. But can you imagine if the stakes are, if he loses, he has to get a whole other tattoo over his tattoo? Like they have to actually fill it in and make it so his tattoo is just a different sleeve altogether. It's not the Samoan sleeve anymore. You know how crazy that would be? Like that would break my heart, dude. That'd be so sad. Tat removal? That's what you said? Dude, remove the tat, or if you had to, it would be even worse if you had a tattoo over it. Because if you remove the tat, then you could just, you could just do it again later, But if you actually tattoo over it with something else, that'd ruin the design. He'd have to get it all removed again and then get it all over again and hope that it's done exactly the way that he had it before. Want to watch it Talking Smack? Nah. Talking Smack comes on the day after SmackDown, and by that time I'm already on to stuff. Plus I'm doing Bound for Glory tomorrow, which is the Impact pay-per-view, so I'm not sure that I'm gonna really have a whole lot of time for all that stuff. Oh, it's live tonight? Is it? If it's live tonight, then heck yeah. Get a tattoo over it that says Roman's the tribal chief. Oh my goodness. Marcus, it's right after SmackDown tonight. Wow. Okay, well yeah, I am watching it then. Where is it at though? Is it on the network? Or is it on FS1? It's FS1, okay. Are you ready? That's cool. Are you ready? I am ready. Yeah, if it's live tonight, then I'm doing it. All right, we got Shorty G in the ring.
I told you to accept a match with a superstar who's done nothing but bring carnage and destruction since this WWE return.
Here we go.
Well, basically, I'm fed up, okay? I've had it up to here. I can't get drafted on Raw. I can't get drafted on SmackDown. I mean, what are we doing here? It's blatant disrespect is what it is. So naturally, it's up to me to right the ship. So I'm calling out the big man, and we're going to turn this thing around. Tonight, I'm going to prove that I belong here.
Well, if Shorty G wants to prove he belongs, Corey.
This is not a good idea. Chad Gable, he really looks like a little Kurt Angle. Thought he was gonna be the son, the long lost son of Kurt Angle, but they went the Jason Jordan angle with it. Man, Jason Jordan was so good. That's why you can't take these people for granted, man. You gotta just, every time they come out here, give them the respect for putting their lives and their careers and their health on the line to entertain us. It's so sad about him, man.
If Shorty G was smart, he would have scouted all the exits here in the WWE
Lars to the Sullivan versus Chad to the Gable.
Shorty G off the second rope, caught by
Chad
the
off the top, fall away slam.
Good thing JBL's
And
in the
we are
house.
underway
Lars
in the worst
Sullivan
way for Chad.
halfway across the ring.
Sullivan is sick.
Yeah, Zelina's
twisted.
Zelina is a pretty okay wrestler. The thing is, it's just like her appearances have been so few and far between that she probably has so much ring rust right now.
Off the charts.
Oh, goodness. Slam dunks.
Shorty G.
Sky high slam dunk.
The agility.
You see people in the Thunderdome just covering their face.
Beating at altitude in the Rocky Mountains as we look once again.
Wow.
Speaking of altitude,
Sky high slam
G
dunk.
might have got a nosebleed up there.
Powerful.
Yeah,
What's up, Powerful?
He claims he built his strength carrying boulders up steep mountains in Colorado, and he's making a easy work here of a Shorty G.
Shorty G has competed in the Olympics. This is no ordinary man, Shorty G.
Look at this.
He's gonna beat the G out of Shorty.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Smart stuff by Chad here. Break the eyes, chop the throat.
And here comes Shorty G.
Running front flip kick.
And now Shorty G again.
Oh, went for another one, but Lars got out of the way and tossed him into the corner. Train wreck. Speaking of a train wreck.
You said it, Cole. Shorty G.
Field toss.
The freak Lars Sullivan.
This ref might have to call this one. This might get out of hand. Oh, goodness.
Did you hear that impact?
Super crisp clothesline destroys Chad Gable.
Shorty G off the mat.
Yeah, the freak with the
freak accident. Center of the ring.
Games with Shorty G.
Done.
Here is your winner,
Lars Sullivan.
I'm not entirely sure what Shorty G's mission was.
Lars Sullivan with the freak accident and the win.
Sure that he came up short tonight. I know what Lars Sullivan's mission is. Destroy everything.
Yeah, I like the knee pads. I agree with that. I think he does look a little better with the knee pads. I like the beard too. Just a lot more like business. Like he looks like he's there to really destroy people. I like him better with the beard. I think that was a good choice for him to come back with that. Gives him like a little bit of a different look too. What a savage. Chad Gable. He got undrafted and now he's just knocked out. Now he's getting interviewed.
I quit.
He quits. Chad Gable quit? He said he quits. Well, he's been getting smashed for months. What's he gonna do now? Go to NXT? Or does he really quit? Oh my God! What is Chad Gable? I mean, Gable Chad. What is Gable Chad doing in Daly's place? He's attacking Chris Jericho.
Please welcome two-time WWE champion, two-time Universal champion.
Dang, Chad Gable might have actually quit.
One of the biggest stars to come to SmackDown in the WWE draft, Seth Rollins.
Let's go.
Seth, tonight you face your former disciple Murphy, who we saw last week. Join in on the fun with the
Fun. Oh, yes. So much fun. My disciple, Murphy. Yeah, you know the guy that
Gable
I plucked from
teams
obscurity. That
called
guy.
The Quitters.
The one who I guided.
The Quitters.
Spiritually. Who I guided emotionally.
What's up,
that guy
Cameron?
disrespecting me and assaulting me. That's so much fun. Such fun. That's your idea of fun? My idea of fun is what I'm going to do to Murphy tonight. You see, I asked for this match against Murphy for a very specific reason. Murphy, like a lot of you, are confused. His emotions are tearing him apart. They're pulling him in different directions, and I understand. But what he needs to understand, what you need to understand, is that the greater good is all of us. We all have a role to play, and Murphy needs to understand his. You see, I am a Messiah. Murphy, a disciple. I am a savior. Murphy is a walk behind her.
Ooh.
There's no shame in that. Tonight, I will define Murphy's role for him. And that sounds like a lot of fun to me.
There you see the Universal
Reigns
Champion
at the table,
the Tribal Chief,
pushing
and his
his
special
food aside.
counsel Paul Heyman. Tonight, Roman has promised to reveal the consequences for his cousin Jay after they compete inside Hell in a Cell this
Roman
Sunday.
at the table. I love
They
it
are
so much.
tonight.
I love it. What does Paul Heyman's just standing behind him, and he's like pushing his food aside, and he's like, "I'm not happy about this." He knows he's got to make an example out of Jay now. Can't have the entire family start trying to rise up and not follow the. Am I still sparkling? Okay, I'm not sparkling anymore. I had to get rid of the. Oh, I am still sparkling. Dang it! Hang on. Can't have the whole family thinking they could just do whatever they want. Trying to rise up and take on the tribal chief. Okay, I think I'm still sparkling. Okay. I'm still sparkling? Not as much. Okay, I think I kind of fixed it. Sharpened it up. was looking at my my camera. It was looking a little sparkly. Wobbling Walrus. Yep, he's hanging out with Roaming Roman. He's roaming all over the place. Roaming Roman. He got the wrong fruit, Paulie. Yeah, it looks like he might have messed up on his order or something. Roman did not look happy about his food. Seth versus Murphy reminds me of Triple H versus Seth, mentor versus protege. I could see that. MJF and Jericho dinner debonair was so funny. It was funny. It just felt like an alternate reality or something. Felt like it should be something on like Being the Elite, not on like the actual wrestling show itself. Now it would be absolutely crazy right now if this court case between Otis and Miz, if in the middle of that court case the whole back of the court opens up and then they do a little dance number and dancing song, and then we really get to see what people thought about that being on a wrestling show. Lucha legs. Guess what I'm gonna have for dinner? Let's see, Travis. Let me think. Lasagna. I'm going lasagna. Is that what you're having, Travis? Jay and Roman start singing. Yes, that's the highest stakes that Roman was talking about. The consequence is inside Hell in a Cell, Jay and Roman are gonna have to have a sing and dance off. It's gonna be like Dancing with the Stars, and they're gonna have judges and everything. That's the stakes. Backstage with Shorty G, Chad Gable.
Yeah, I quit. I quit being Shorty G.
Oh.
All right? I'm done being a character that talks about, just accept who you are, okay? It'll all be fine. You know what I don't accept? I don't accept this Shorty G crap. All right, I'm done being the smiling little punching bag around this place. Their little happy face on top of their public service announcement, okay?
Dominoes, aw.
Oh, just accept who you are, and you can achieve anything you want. No, they can't. Who are we kidding? They can't achieve everything they want. And neither can Shorty G. There's only one man that can achieve anything he wants. An Olympian.
An Olympian.
State. National. World championships. A man with a list of achievements so big, it has to be seen to be believed. Trust me, Pierce. It's long. And his name is Gable. Chad Gable.
Yay! Chad Gable. I finally get to call him what I've been calling him the whole time. I like it. Okay, that was cool. That's a step in the right direction, I'll tell you that. Get this Shorty G crap off of him. All right, we got Aunt Bayley.
I'm feeling really annoyed that I even have to come out here to address this tonight.
That's good stuff right there. Maybe he will form a tag team with Austin Theory.
And instead of them appreciating
that would be incredible.
Precious time with the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion in history, they decided to ask the same damn questions about Sasha Banks. No matter what I do, I can't seem to get away from her. Why are you hesitating?
Jericho gained a lot of weight.
What is it going to take for you to sign the contract? Are you afraid?
Actually, not really. I mean, yeah, he's a little tubbier, but like we watched some of his older matches, and he just like that's his body style. He's just got like a really big trunk to him.
Brat, and the last thing I want to do is give her what she wants.
Put on some pounds, but he's not as out of shape as I previously
did what
thought.
I did a few weeks ago.
Just kind of like his body.
Because I want to be done with Sasha Banks, but now it seems that she's an even bigger pain in my ass than she was before.
Oh, this garlic parmesan bites, heck yeah, dude.
Last week, she said, and I quote, I am Sasha Banks, and my name is bigger than your title. Really? I don't think so. You know what I think? I think you got a little too conceited, and your head is so big, you won't even be able to fit inside a Hell in a Cell.
They're going to have to get her in the ring and then bring the cage down.
And I won't sign the contract, so you may as well burn the damn thing. Because I know Sasha likes to call herself the boss. Well, ding dong, hello, you are not the boss of me, sister.
Oh boy.
It's boss time.
La, la, la. Yeah, guys, hang on a second. Don't skip ahead, all right? Just hang on a second. We're gonna all get to it. Just don't announce it ahead of time, all right? La 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 la. Sasha Banks with a I don't know. Looks like a kind of like the outfit Aaliyah was wearing in that one music video. It's not If Your Girl Only Knew. It's Baby Girl, better known as Aaliyah. Give me goosebumps and high fever. Make a player haters believers. That one. Better tell somebody.
That's what I said. I'm not signing the stupid thing. I don't do what you tell me to do. You better sign it.
I don't do what you tell me to do.
You started this, and I'm going to finish it. I better sign it. Come on. I better sign it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bayley went right after Sasha Banks, and Sasha
Bayley picks up the
able to
chair.
duck underneath the chair.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sasha ducks it and picks up the title.
Talk about it. Give me the title again. Then sign the contract. Give me the title. Give it back. Fine. Sign the stupid thing for me, okay?
Oh! Devastating face kick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What'd she do? This fire burns inside me, man.
Bayley trying to fight back.
She's got Bayley tied up in a chair.
Bayley into signing a contract under duress.
Oh no. She's kind of got the bank statement on her, but she's got a chair wrapped around her head. She's gonna make her sign it under duress. You can't do that. You actually can't do that to people. Especially not while you're showing it on national TV. She signed it.
You were saying?
Oh goodness, and then stomps her.
Sasha said that she would make Bayley sign the contract, and Bayley did. It's official. It'll happen Sunday. Sasha Banks.
Wow, she made her sign it.
On Sunday, I'm going to take your title.
That's how you get someone to sign. Yeah, I guess.
You started.
If you want the contract to be null and void.
And it takes place inside
Dang,
the
make her sign it.
Of Hell in a Cell.
Well, there you go. Sasha made good on her promise. She said that if she didn't sign it, she's going to sign it one way or another. So Sasha just came out here and put a chair around her head and made her basically submit. She had to sign it or she wasn't going to let go. Dang. Been way better than Raw's season premiere. I don't know yet. It's not over yet, man. But gosh. Yeah, Raw did kind of fizzle a little bit. Oh, we're back in the court.
Otis assaulted The Miz.
Cito.
He assaulted me. They say he assaults a lot of people. It's hard to put into words the trauma that we've endured, and it's not necessarily the physical scars, it's the scars in here.
Oh my goodness.
That hurt the most.
Oh, he gave him a Gave him a handkerchief.
I was in that Money in the Bank ladder match.
Rey Mysterio's here.
Walked in, and only one walked out. And that was Otis. As far as I'm concerned, he should be able to cash in that contract anytime he wants. He wants straight up.
Oscar's in the court. Oh my goodness. Dang.
Did you get any of that?
Every single word,
Hey,
player.
Teddy Long. Every single word, playa. Teddy Long. Ringmaster, hang on, man. Don't hop
Otis
ahead, all right?
is my best friend. And while he might not be as educated as some, the big man
Hey, and Tucker's
is
back over here.
Miz, you crossed the line. You had his girlfriend, Mandy Rose, traded to Raw. So as far as I'm concerned, you deserve everything that's come your way.
Is that so?
Uh-oh.
Your Honor, permission to treat the witness as hostile?
It's about time things got hostile.
So, Tucker, you're testifying that I deserved the emotional distress, unsafe work environment, and destruction of property
Yep, Ron
caused
Simmons is in the
by
background.
Otis.
He's the like enforcer of the courtroom.
And is it true that
The
during
bailiff,
this time,
I think they call him?
Otis neglected
The
the Money in
bailiff.
the Bank contract?
Neglected? What does that even mean?
Just answer the question.
All I know is that since you started screwing with Otis's life, all he can focus on is beating the crap out of you. And now that I think about it, I want to beat the crap out of you right now.
Dun dun. I like how they added the dun dun after everything.
Shut up!
We'll take a short recess. When we reconvene, I'll render my verdict.
Oh, dang. He's heard enough.
I got the piece, player. I'll be right back.
What in the wide world, man? Maybe they'll have a match for it at Hell in a Cell. Maybe that'll be his verdict, because that fight card's looking kind of, I wouldn't say flimsy, but it looks like it needs a couple more matches on it. Because right now, what do we have? We have Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. We have Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. We have Sasha Banks versus Bayley. And what else, you know? Maybe they're going to have to fight for it at Hell in a Cell. Between Otis and Miz, or Otis, Miz, and Morrison. Maybe it'll be a tag match. I don't know. Luke, what's up, man? That could be cool. Maybe that'll be his verdict. Because he did say, it's about time things got hostile around here. So, and JBL, he's probably gonna want some sort of conflict. Maybe that'll be it. I died 147 times, dude. I was looking at some footage of that game, and I was like, "Dang, dude, Luke is beating this game. Looks like the Dark Souls of platforming games." I'm not kidding, dude. You gotta time. There's like boxes that bounce boxes, and then you gotta use your time powers to slow down time. Slide under the boxes just perfectly in time. Jump up on top of these other boxes. Do this. It's like. And then all at the same time, there's like a platform that you got to keep jumping on throughout the level as you're doing all this. I'm glad I don't have that game. I'd be losing my mind. The game looks just entirely difficult. I like APA minus JPL. What? MJF and Jericho trounced that segment. Maybe in terms of singing talent. That MJF and Jericho thing. It was very well done for what it was, but it felt like it was in a different universe for me. Felt like they paused the multiverse Who's going for Asuka's championship? I don't know. I don't think Asuka has a match. I don't think Asuka has a match, which I'm kind of fine with, because if they're not building up anybody for her to fight, I'd rather that than just these, you know, Lana and Zelina Vega and stuff like that, where it's like, come on, man. If anybody's gonna fight her next, I hope it's somebody legit, you know. Maybe like a returning superstar. I could see her versus Beth Phoenix would be great. Her versus Mickie James again could be good. Hopefully it'd be better than their last match they had. I could see Mickie James. I could see Shayna Baszler. Shayna would be good. Even Nia would be more of like a credible threat than the people they've been having Asuka fight recently. I'm just not interested in her fighting just anybody. The surprise of that segment was MJF singing. MJF, he's got some pipes, man. This guy can sing. All right, we're back to it.
Please be seated.
Heartbreak, what's going on, man?
In all of this legal uproar, something is missing. And that something is the truth. I'm supposed to believe that Otis is responsible for emotional distress, destruction of property, and creating an unsafe work environment. He's a WWE superstar.
Butler, what's up?
That's pretty much a job description.
Welcome to the stream.
If those were crimes, Ron Simmons and I would be serving a life sentence right now. And Miz, about your accusation of Money in the Bank negligence, it is true that Otis has not cashed in yet, but that is not negligent. It is clearly established in the contract that the Money in the Bank winner has a full year to cash in.
Oh, they're
so
just
after
now hearing it?
Deliberation, I have absolutely no choice but to rule in favor of...
Your Honor, if I may just have one more second.
Miz?
I forgot to submit a key piece of evidence.
You're lucky. I have let you interrupt this entire trial.
Uh-oh.
I know,
Key piece of evidence.
I really think you want to admit this evidence.
What
Bailiff
is it?
Simmons?
Yes, he's the
Please
bailiff.
retrieve the evidence from Miz and approach the bench.
Uh-oh, here we go. What's in this case? It's a key piece of evidence. He's handing it to JBL. It's in a black briefcase. Oh, is it cash money?
In light of the new evidence, I have no recourse but to decide in favor of the plaintiff, The Miz.
Oh, what? Yo, he piped him? What did he give him?
To appear at WWE Hell in a Cell this week, and you will face The Miz, and the winner will get and keep the Money in the Bank contract. We are adjourned.
What did I say? Nice. So they have a match at Hell in a Cell for the Money in the Bank.
Good Lord.
He should have looked in the. He should have looked in the briefcase and said that. Oh my goodness. Law and Otis.
You know, I wish he was.
Man. He should have looked in the case and then said the D word. That's what Ron Simmons should have done. He should have seen how much money was in there and then said it. That would have been even better.
Wonderful to me. Well,
That
ladies
wasn't
and gentlemen,
bad.
coming up next, Seth
Just,
Rollins called
you
himself
know.
a Messiah. He called Murphy a disciple. Rollins called himself a savior. He called Murphy a walk
Goodness
behind
gracious.
him. It's Rollins versus Murphy.
Bribe Gritty
Murphy
for the green
on
sword.
SmackDown.
Where's the case? Where's the case, Mo?
Your Monday night Messiah.
Where's the case, Mo? Do you have evidence? I need the evidence. That's funny. I like it. All right, so we do have another match at Hell in a Cell that has been announced, and that is The Miz versus Otis, and the winner gets the Money in the Bank. And now they're showing a recap of the goings-on, the happenings that have led up to today's events when it comes to the Mysterio family and Seth Rollins and Murphy.
Anymore. I need you to apologize.
Whenever I hear Murphy, I think of RoboCop.
Apologize to you? I don't want you to apologize to me.
I have key evidence. Mo says he got key evidence.
Do you understand who you're talking to? I saved you. I made you who you are. You understand me?
I remember that. That was awesome.
You want me to apologize to Aaliyah for what?
The last minute, I know, right?
Get this through your head, Murphy. Disciple, Messiah. Disciple, Messiah.
This is a match that maybe should have been at Hell in a Cell.
The greater good. Either you're
Seth Rollins versus Murphy.
Or you're against.
I could see that. Not in Hell in a Cell, but at Hell in a Cell.
And I am very excited to bring the greater good to Friday Night SmackDown.
Seth Rollins not able to run away from the Mysterio family. Murphy now into the ring.
Messiah, disciple.
Maybe Helena just didn't sell well. Oh, Sabazi with the wordplay. I see the wordplay, man. Look, Mo made up a logo, guys. Mo made up a logo for Halloween Havoc. He said that should be the logo for Halloween Havoc. That's cool, man. The NXT logo from our emote, and then the pumpkin eating it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, maybe Ringmaster. That's what I'm thinking too. That's why I brought it up. Oh, that looks so cool.
Is gracing Friday Night SmackDown.
Looks so cool with his the Thunderdome, because it's like a mosaic, not a mosaic, but like a nice rainbow sunset, and it's all around the side, so it looks like it's like a bowl of sunset or something. Very nice looking in the Thunderdome with Seth Rollins' entrance. Okay, so they took off the Monday night part and just made it Messiah. Now everybody's got to buy a brand new shirt.
I told you
Brand new Seth Rollins shirts. Uh-oh. Ryder, what's up, man? Thank you for the host. Yeah, Ringmaster. That's what I was thinking. That's why I was bringing up that it would be a good Hell in a Cell match. Because either what's her name gets involved, Rey Mysterio's daughter gets involved, and then Dominic comes out and saves her because she gets in the way and she's about to get messed up tonight, and then it turns into like a triple threat match between Seth, Murphy, and Dominic. I could see that, maybe a triple threat, just to mix up the fight card a little bit, because it looks like a bunch of one-on-one matches all night at Hell in a Cell. Maybe they'll make it a triple threat: Seth Rollins, Murphy, and Dominic versus each other. That could be a good little match. It takes some of the strain of a whole match off of Dominic as well. And Murphy is money. I think Murphy's like, honestly, Murphy's one of the best wrestlers. He's got the build. The guy can work like crazy. He's super athletic, just really talented. I really think that him versus Seth could be like a WrestleMania quality match if they built a better character for Murphy. I don't think this iteration of Murphy right now would be the best, but after they've made him into like a marquee player, I really think that match could tear the house down. Yeah, that sounds good. Ryder's like, yeah, I like that. I like that idea. I think Aaliyah will eventually take a bump and accidentally get hit. Yeah, see, something like that, Marcus. That's what I'm saying for like right now. Maybe that'll happen right now, and then that will be what sets up a triple threat at Hell in a Cell between Seth, Dominic, and Murphy, because they'll all have like a kind of a stake in what's going on. Yeah, and Murphy lets Dominic pin Seth. Oh, that would be a cool ending to that match as well. See, we could book some stuff, man. I really wish that 2K20 was a better game. Like you could actually plot stuff out like that. That'd be really cool. I mean, there is a way to do it, but it would take like hours and hours and hours of work and editing and stuff, because a match would never turn out exactly how you want it to. So I'd have to play the same match like who knows how many times just to get everything right, get the run-ins working. It's too much. It's too much. I mean, I've done it a few times before where like when Kane came and interrupted the Irish Bong Smoker match, where he ripped the door off Hell in a Cell, and then he was in Hell in a Cell and he was part of the match after that. I've done some stuff like that, but it's tricky because people get a little, I don't know, it's a little different than what we normally do, so people could start being like, well, it wasn't supposed to happen, and that's not the match that I signed up for, and I don't know. All right, Buddy's here.
Well, they've exchanged some
and
text
Aaliyah is backstage.
And,
that's her name, right, Aaliyah?
Nonetheless, we now get underway with Rollins versus Murphy. Seth Rollins claiming that he will define Murphy's role for him, and this should be, quote, a lot of fun here tonight.
And this is exactly what Murphy needs. Murphy is a wildly talented superstar.
Who you guys got? Who do you think is winning this?
Has an extremely
think Seth is going to win, or do you think Buddy's got this?
Without Seth Rollins to guide him along the right path, Murphy's going to be lost for good.
We're headed to a no contest or some sort of disqualification.
And Murphy,
that's my official
there's a guy that used to work here to tell people to know their role. It's a perfect case of that. Seth Rollins is trying to help Murphy, trying to better Murphy's career and life.
What don't you understand, Murphy? Messiah! Disciple! Messiah!
They do it anyway. People will appreciate it when they realize they're in a story now.
So much for Murphy's career, but perhaps it is time for Murphy to spread his wings, so to speak, to branch out on his own.
He may have a point.
Listen, Murphy's an ingrate, quite simply put.
And that's your opinion.
Well, it's the opinion of many, including Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins looked to be a guiding light for Murphy's career. In fact, Seth Rollins could be the guiding light on Friday nights
pregnant
from
Becky Lynch come back and just beat the heck out of Seth.
There is no doubt that Rollins,
that'd be the quickest way to get that storyline going.
Corey, he's a former 4-time world champion. He's held just about every championship.
What the heck is Beth Phoenix doing at Hell in a Cell?
Winner, Royal Rumble winner as well.
Right, and Murphy's got DMs from Aaliyah Mysterio. I mean, let's not.
Yeah, he does have his old gear back.
Well, he was a former tag team champion with Seth Rollins.
Miz, what's up, Miz?
Nice takedown by Rollins.
You say
Miz
with,
Michelle
I say
is in the
because
house.
of. I mean, it's semantics at this point. I don't understand why the WWE Universe seems to frown upon Seth Rollins. Seth is here for the greater good.
No contest says ring.
Yeah, but he's
Heartbreak says
preaches
Seth.
to people, Corey. Some people don't want to hear that.
Marcus said no contest,
Who's to
maybe.
say that he's here for the greater good? That's his opinion. Nice takedown again
Seth
by
says to
Rollins
Mezzy.
as he continues to control Murphy.
It's simple. Murphy? Are you with me? Are you against me, Mike?
Some people are followers. They will flock to a man like Seth Rollins, which Murphy did in the early part of his career.
How could you
Becky
not?
just
Seth
comes out
Rollins
and
is an
slaps
incredibly
Seth.
charismatic human being. It's natural to want to follow someone with the sort of
Ringmaster is
leadership
the doctor.
Rollins possesses.
Uh-oh.
Maybe Seth Rollins
Mastermind,
needs
what's up,
Murphy.
man?
Maybe he's created so many enemies here in WWE that he needs a man like Murphy watching his back.
Welcome to Smickety Smack.
When are you gonna learn? Disciple Messiah!
Oh, and Murphy now with a right hand.
Murphy with a
driving
hard
Rollins
right.
back to the corner.
It's like Seth got some
Maybe
pants
Murphy
that are
doesn't want to be a follower anymore, Corey.
a little bit more like his old
because Murphy
pants.
wants the spotlight.
Oh, no,
Murphy
these are the
wants
same
that,
ones.
Oh, Rollins
They look different when he was laying down.
Now. And Murphy.
Oh, no, don't do this.
Murphy does have his old gear back.
You're going to regret this, Murphy.
And Murphy going to fly.
No, Murphy's not going to fly. He goes sliding. Oh, Seth Rollins backdropped onto the announce table. Kapow. And kapow. He goes straight into a Boost Mobile advertisement. Man, he must have backdropped him really hard. He backdropped Seth Rollins so hard on the announce table that he hit and just melded into a commercial for Boost Mobile. That's a tough bump, man. I'm lurking. Miz is always like, hey, what's up? Gotta go. Thanks for joining us, Miz. Hopefully you'll be around a little bit later when we're doing our shows so we can get you a match. Commercial break time. I might dress as a doctor just so I can get Seth to sign something. He's like, I don't know, doctor, is it bad? And you're like, I don't know. You're wearing a mask. He's wearing a mask. He's like, I don't know. It looks kind of troublesome. Seth's like, well, what are we gonna do about it? And you're like, well, if you sign this this figure here, I think it's gonna heal right up. What? He's like, what? Sign a figure? Yeah, I think if you sign this figure for me, I think it's gonna heal right up. And then I think it'll heal quicker if you sign the other figure right next to it. It's right there. Yeah. Use the paint pen. Use that paint pen. Yeah. Gold. Use the gold on that one. Use the silver on the other one. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna heal your knee right up. Yeah, I'm sure I'm a doctor. What are you talking about? Ringmaster over here impersonating doctors to get his figure collection up to snuff. Waleed in the house. What's up, Waleed? Ringmaster. That's underhanded, dude. Can't believe you did that. Snipes is liking it. I'm liking it too. I think this SmackDown, it's kind of like what Cameron said. Cameron said he likes this better than the season premieres. I can't wait to hear this Roman Reigns announcement. I think that's going to push it over the edge for me. Dr. Ringmaster. he becomes Doc Master? Doc Master. Yeah, Doc Master. Yeah, the tribal chief thing. He's just sitting at a table right now. He's been sitting there all SmackDown long, just at a table looking mad about the meal he's got to eat. Why do you see people twice next to each other? What, in the Thunderdome? They're probably in a transition period. You know how it goes, Mo. They slowly move people up towards. They matriculate people like down from the back up to the front, move people over. So they're probably just in like a period where they're doing that, moving people.
Before has developed a friendship.
Leah, why are you watching this?
Dad, I'm just watching Murphy.
Let's go.
No.
Let's go.
No, I can do what I want.
I can do what I want.
It's nice to see Rey Mysterio trying to right the wrongs of his family, trying to keep everything in line.
Seth
Realizing Murphy's
nice
a shady character you don't want mixed up with.
Covered out by Rollins, hook of the leg, and a kick out by Murphy. So what is this greater good that Seth Rollins preaches about?
It's a mantra, Cole. It is a lifestyle. It is a way to conduct yourself at all times, not just in a WWE ring. Every hour of every day. Live like Seth Rollins.
Dominic and Rey Mysterio are backstage trying to get Leah to come away from the TV and not watch.
I mean, Seth Rollins literally handed Murphy the keys to the kingdom, but Murphy's an ingrate and decided to turn his back
WWE
on the
paycheck.
one who
Yep.
Well, he doesn't want to
got his Versace. Dominic had a Versace cow shirt. Looked like he was wearing a cow.
To his feet. Would love to embarrass Rollins here tonight on his
Musashi.
match on Friday Night
That's
SmackDown.
what it is. Musashi.
Murphy needs guidance. Murphy needs leadership.
That's what you say is
Musashi.
Slammed into the corner by
That's what he was wearing.
Almost a look of disgust on Rollins' face that Murphy has been putting up this
Am I enjoying
this
SmackDown?
much of
Yes.
a fight here tonight.
Yeah, this is much better than an average SmackDown, I'll tell you that.
And now Murphy looks to rally.
No, not Musashi. Musashi. It's got to be like Versace. Welcome to Dr. Phil. Oh boy.
But Rollins also recovering.
A guy like Murphy may have finally seen the light. Realized that Seth was some sort of false.
Oh my God! He just hit Dr. Phil in the head with a steel chair.
Now, who are you to say that Murphy's seen the light?
The best episode.
Show Murphy the light. Murphy now.
The best episode of Dr. Phil since Catch Me Outside. How about that? Oh, Murphy actually turning up the heat here. Wrecking ball drop kick. Now he's going flying.
Oh no, Murphy never afraid to take flight.
Oh, dude, he does beautiful front flip sentons. He almost leaps all the way to the ramp. See what I'm talking about, dude?
Look at this.
Murphy is incredible. He's such a good wrestler.
Senton to the outside.
He's so good.
This could be Murphy's opportunity. Rollins back into the ring. Murphy going.
She knows nothing of this world. She knows nothing about our world. Oh goodness, Meteora takes down Seth. If he gets a win on Seth, it's gonna be crazy.
Immediately, Murphy clutching for maybe his
sounds like it has
wrist or his
fans.
elbow,
Yeah, they've done a good job of the audio mixing, but it's fabricated sounds. It's well, not fabricated, but pre-captured sounds from older crowds that they're using right now.
His own landing could have cost him. Murphy could have separated his shoulder.
And look at, did you see the look in Rollins' eyes? A look of surprise and angst in Seth Rollins.
Jerry Springer. Hey, he's been here before.
It was simply a veteran realizing an opportunity. Don't make it something it's not, Cole.
Sure, Springer's looking for a paycheck or two right now. Haven't seen that guy in a while. Does he even still have a show?
His shoulder out.
They got to be on like season 30 of that show.
To your point.
You let WWE medical staff handle this and just take the loss. And oh no,
Murphy's trying to pop his shoulder. Oh goodness! Beautiful.
Rollins took advantage.
Beautiful tope suicida. Oh, leaping knee. Seth looking for the pin, looking for the win. No, Murphy able to get out. It's actually a highly competitive match here. Jerry was in WWE, yeah. Yeah, he's been here. They've had like basically every major '90s icon in this ring, around this ring at one time or another. They've had Mike Tyson, Karl Malone, Dennis Rodman, Donald Trump, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, you name it, they've been here, man. Jerry Springer. Uh-oh.
Saturday, Iowa.
She's looking, Rey Mysterio's daughter is looking very concerned about this match. She's still backstage watching, and she just saw Murphy get destroyed as they went to commercial. I'm telling you, she's going to run out there. Shaquille O'Neal, yep. Shaq Diesel. Yeah, Murphy's awesome. Yep. Shaquille O'Neal. Who else have they had? Dude, they've had so many people. I mean, of course they've had sports stars as well. I mean, just recently we saw Pat McAfee. That was an awesome reveal. They had the Ball, LeVar and Lamar and Deshar and whoever else they had out there. I don't remember their names. I think it's LeVar. They had the Ball family. They've had, of course, who can forget Gronkowski? They've had him. Who else? They had Iron Man in the crowd at like the first Raw. They had Robert Downey Jr. in the crowd. At like not the first Raw, but I think like the first Raw that's on the network. LeVar and Lonzo. There you go. That's his name. Mr. T, Lawrence Taylor. Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, he was. I think it was the first Raw. I remember we were doing classic historical battles, and we saw Robert Downey Jr. just chilling in the crowd. Young Downey, when he was like Super Junior, when he was the king of the Super Juniors. Oh yeah, Hugh Jackman, right? Yeah. Hugh Jackman. Gosh, dude. Did I already say Mike Tyson? He said, yeah, my man Cold Stone. My man Cold Stone. He's doing big things. Cold Stone. That promo was awesome. With young Michael Cole. Back when Michael Cole was an interviewer, dude. My man Cold Stone. He turned Stone Cold into an ice cream shop with his promo. Yeah, I think my man Cold Stone's gonna win this. Cold Stone, he's my favorite. Cold Stone. All right, we're back to it.
Up to the point where Murphy injured his arm. Rollins trying to take control of that injury. But Murphy is
what's up,
fighting
Sap?
back. Oh, went for a sunset flip powerbomb. The arm gave out. The arm gave out.
Murphy is. Oh, wow, that was quite
Goodness
the honorable.
gracious. What a match we got
with
here.
Essentially one functioning arm right
Uh-oh,
now.
powerbomb position. Seth Rollins in trouble. High up, no.
He doesn't have any strength.
Can't keep him there.
Use the left arm.
But he's hurt. And now Seth is preying on the corpse, dude.
And Rollins realizing
Buckle bombs? Yep.
With a buckle bomb to Murphy.
Oh, goodness.
Murphy tweaking the shoulder a bit ago, and now Murphy.
Oh, Murphy up.
Rollins is down.
Hits him with a knee.
Murphy's opening. Can he somehow take advantage?
Seth thought he was going to have a clean and clear curb stomp there, but nothing. Ooh.
Let's look at this once more. Rollins looking to seal the deal.
Buckle bomb was not banned. Yeah, I guess not.
Just a hair quicker.
It's just banned for Nia to do it. They'll let anybody do it but Nia. They're banning moves from certain wrestlers apparently. DJ Awesome, what's up? He's dabbing.
Murphy looking to branch out on his own, create his own name.
Oh, fans come back by WrestleMania? I don't know, man.
It will not be done.
I mean, there's a way to do it, but it will be.
Seth Rollins, I assure you that.
It just, as of right now, I don't think that they should be doing any sort of fan stuff until they got an actual vaccine and can save people's lives, because you never know who you're affecting with stuff like that. And the way that the virus is, you can't even tell if you have it for like sometimes weeks. So you could be infecting all kinds of people. It's just not worth it, man. It's just not worth it. Not worth people's lives to hear an actual crowd here. When you can hear an actual crowd, it's just pre-recorded. I don't think it's worth it. Especially not where they're planning on having WrestleMania. You seen that stadium, dude? That would be like the craziest event of all time if you had all kinds of, what is it, like, how many thousands of people could fit in that place? Like 80-something thousand people?
Seth answers.
Come on, man, that's tragedy waiting to happen.
Beating the hell out of each other.
They need a vaccine before they start doing stuff like that. Oh, come here. Dude, this match is on fire, by the way. This is a crazy match. Falcon Arrow, no! Murphy with a trap door. Oh, almost got him. Falcon Arrow, right into the pin. 2. No, Buddy still gets out of it.
Murphy is still in this.
I don't care. Well, that's you, I guess. I care more about human life than cheers in a crowd.
It's sad that it's so misplaced as we look once again at the Falcon Arrow delivered expertly.
Exactly. Hazmat. That's what I'm saying, man. It's not worth it. It sucks, dude. I'm sorry to hear that we lost people. A lot of that could be curbed if we would fix it, figure it out, you know? Just a lot of people not doing their part.
You're gonna learn, Murphy.
You're gonna learn, Murphy.
One way or another.
Dude, this is a knockdown drag out. Yeah, what a match. Uh-oh, curb stompville. Got him. No. Murphy caught him out of the curb stomp. Rolled through. No, another stop attempt. Get him out of here. No. Nothing there. Back elbow crumples Murphy. Rollins second rope curb stomp. No. Enziguri. Murphy stops him dead in his tracks. He's got him up, and what is this? Fireman's carry? Oh, what was that about to be? Come here. Oh, puts him right down, and here we go. Curb stompage. Oh my God, stomps him just straight up and down on his head. 2, 3. There you go. They protected the move. Thank you. I did not want to see him kick out of that. Seth Rollins wins with a curb stomp. Holy moly. Murphy, really? Murphy was like, yes, guess what? You think it's just disciple Messiah? Nah, forget that. It's you are who you think you are, I guess, and then I'm the guy that you underestimated. Uh-oh. Seth Rollins has a kendo stick, and Rey Mysterio, Dominic, and Aaliyah are backstage. Aaliyah's like, I gotta go help him. Uh-oh. Aaliyah.
Well, Murphy's been decimated.
Oh boy.
Needs to stay out of harm's way right now because Murphy's about to get his just due. This is what happens.
Kendo stick in hand, Seth Rollins just viciously stalking the ring, steps between the ropes. Yeah. That was a great match. That was match of the night for sure. These two killed it. I told you, WrestleMania quality. Uh-oh, here she comes. Here comes Aaliyah. It's not this Aaliyah, but this is the only picture of Aaliyah I got. Aaliyah's at ringside. She's wearing like the least custom pants I've ever seen. She's got like some jeans that her mom let her have, I guess. Uh-oh. She covers up Murphy. Uh-oh, Dominic runs up. Seth retreats.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Ray's an all-time great? Of course. Of course.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Seth Rollins beautifully attacks Dominic from behind while his back was turned. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Rey Mysterio!
He's got a steel chair in his hand. Dominic got blasted from behind. Booyaka, booyaka. Comes out with a steel chair and sends Rollins packing. Buddy's down, and they're having a family meeting over here.
She shouldn't be here. You'll say. No, she came out here to support you. She came out to support you.
But this is none of her business.
I know it's not. I'm trying to control this.
She's helping Buddy. Dominic's like, what's this? Alright, and they end that segment with Aaliyah holding Buddy.
It's time for Roman. It's time for Roman when Roman Reigns says it's time for Roman, not when you say it's time for Roman. I'll let the champ know.
Dang, okay. Coming this Sunday to the WWE Network. The Phenom. 30 Days of the Dead Man. I can't play that. That's for sure. 30 Days of the Dead Man. Wonder what made them decide to do that. Halloween? Alright, let's get Dominic out of here. Let's get Buddy out of here. Let's get Aaliyah out of here. Let's get Seth out of here. Man, this has been an action-packed episode of SmackDown. They've I don't know. What have they done wrong tonight? I mean, that Otis thing was a little wonky, but I mean, what are you gonna do? It's supposed to be comedy, I guess. Bring some flair, bring some extra flavor besides matches. This is the best. This are the best food ever. What is? Those garlic knots? Those garlic knots are good. Aaliyah does have a picture. Does she? She's actually on the roster? Yeah, some good storytelling. It's a nice twist I didn't see coming in the whole Mysterio thing at the start when it was just the eye for an eye and all that. I was like, dang, all right, I guess it's over. But then once it continued on, I was like, what the heck? Why is this still going? He lost his freaking eye. But I guess we found out there is more to it. I like that. Long-term storytelling. This is much longer than an average feud would run, and much more personal than the average feud, which is why I'm glad that they have Seth Rollins in a heel position, is because he's always so great as the heel in a storyline. When they make him face, it's like, meh. But in a heel position, he can really hold up his end of the bargain here. And now look, he's literally against everybody. It's like everyone versus Seth right now, and he's still upholding his end of the bargain and keeping it interesting and keeping himself as an actual threat here or there. Like, he's not getting outclassed. I really appreciate Seth, man. That's why he's one of my favorites. That's why he's my favorite current wrestler. And that's why he's been my favorite current wrestler for years at this point. $1 Million Man. Remember this $1 Million Man said this? Mystery partner with his manager, Brother Love from Death Valley, weighing 320 pounds. I give you the Undertaker. I do not remember that. But then again, I missed a lot of that type of stuff. I was like super into basketball for a long time, so I was watching a lot more basketball than wrestling. I still liked wrestling, but I was trying to make it to the league. I was trying to leagueify myself. Talking Smack on FS1. Nice, dude. Finally. I hope they keep it this way. I hope they actually just keep Talking Smack right after SmackDown, because that's the rightful place, man. That's the rightful place, and they could just piggyback off of that with 205 Live. Immediately following SmackDown. Thank goodness. And they're going to have Paul Heyman, Daniel Bryan, Bianca Belair, and Sasha Banks, Booker T, and looks like one member of the Street Profits, Montez Ford.
Reigns is next. Let's take you to this Progressive match flow.
Let's
match
do it.
Flow is sponsored by Progressive, your first-round choice for auto insurance.
Reigns, Strowman for the Universal Championship. A low blow to Strowman.
My name is Duncan. All right, man. Thanks for joining us. They're showing a replay of what happened last week. Roman choking out Braun Strowman.
Here comes his cousin.
Next week, it's on Fox? I believe so.
This is how we take care of generations of our family. If I'm not at the top.
Play with anybody in the NBA? Yeah. Yeah, I played with Luke Walton. I've played against Salim Stoudemire. Played against, oh gosh. I played against Damon Stoudemire. There's a couple people who played in college and won college basketball championships I've played against as well. But yeah, I played with and against some NBA players, coaches. I've gotten complimented by legends like George Karl. Some other people too. Gosh, man, now you got me thinking about all the NBA players and people that I've met. Just point guard is what I play. I've been the same height since I was in like 6th grade, so like I started out as like a super tall guy, and then as the years went on, I just kept being smaller and smaller and smaller compared to everybody else. Here he is, Roman's here. Oh my goodness. All the pyro.
Jey Uso has imagined a litany of scenarios has played out in the mind of Jey Uso, who will be standing.
It's time, guys. It's time for the consequences. The man with the wettest hair. Yep, here he is. Roman's here, and he's got all the pyro. This Sunday, Hell in a Cell match. I Quit match inside Hell in a Cell. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. That's going to be a match that probably is not going to be for the faint of heart. I think they're really going to... I think Jay's going to take a incredible beat down inside of there. And we're about to find out what the stakes are. He's got Paul Heyman with him as well. Here, let me get Paul. Let me get the Paulrus. Mr. E. Dangerously. What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to the stream. He's on his way to the ring. Got Pyro in the ring too? I think so.
The dominant Universal Champion.
That was my dream, to make it to the NBA. My original dream was actually to be on the radio. But NBA was like I spent so much more time trying to do that. I'm just too small, man. It's very difficult for me to put on weight. My metabolism is out of control. But it's kind of a good thing because, you know, as I get older and the metabolism slows down, I'm not going to have to worry about a whole lot of weight gain issues most likely. So at least I can be healthy for a lifetime pretty much.
Yo,
hopefully.
Uh-oh. Tribal Chief over here. Yeah. You see it. I'm up in the Tribal Chief VIP suite.
Uh-oh.
And what do we got here? We got some tribal cheese. We got some
tribal cheese.
And some H2O. I bet it is great to be the Tribal Chief. I bet it's better to be cousins with the Tribal Chief. At least it was.
Jey Uso is in his locker room.
You changed, Deuce. You got your head so far up your Tribal Chief ass, you done lost connections with yourself and with our family. But who am I to ask, right? Don't ask me. Ask my brother Jay.
Oh.
He's right behind you.
Oh, get got. Dang, Jimmy caught him with some of that twin magic. He wasn't expecting it. Oh, Roman's in trouble. Uh-oh. Dang, they planned a little twin magic, and Jey Uso was behind him. Now he's got a steel chair. Oh, big boot. Uh-oh, now Roman Reigns has a steel chair. Oh, no. Oh, super cake, just leveling Roman. Paul Heyman's got to get involved here. Jay splashes him, and Roman's hurt. Is Jimmy back? I don't know. He was backstage. Oh my goodness. Heck yeah, those braids looked awesome. And now Jimmy and Jay are both on the stage. Remember, Jimmy, he wasn't all the way back before. He still came down to the ring with that knee brace before, so maybe he's still not all the way cleared. Dang. It's the Usos. Roman is hurt, dude. That splash really rocked him. Dang, out of nowhere attack. It's not over yet. They still got some time left, and Roman is calling for a mic. Oh, he was calling for his title? No. Paul Heyman's like, here's your title. He's like, no, that's not what I'm calling for. I'm calling for a mic.
It's all just games, huh? It's funny to you boys. Because you don't understand. I understand. If you make me quit, I'm not the Universal Champion. I'm not the face of the WWE. I'm not the head of the table. I'm not the Tribal Chief. I'm not the provider of generations and generations of our bloodline. If you can make me quit, I can live with that. But the question is, can you? when I make you quit, and I will make you quit, you will fall in line. You will take orders. You will acknowledge me. You will respect me for who I am in the WWE and all that I do for our family. And if you just can't, then you're out.
I'm out.
And not just you. You brought your brother with you. He's out too. Your wives, your children, your children's children are all out of the family.
Who are you? Oh, dang. Who said, who are you, Oos?
We will all turn our backs on you.
Oh. That's what I thought.
Those are your consequences.
Dang. Oh my goodness. He has spoken. They're out of the family if he loses. Wow, they're gonna lower the cage on him? They are. Oh my god, dude, they're killing it. This is a great show. Let's freaking go. This better be the main event. Better be the main event of Hell in a Cell too. They're lowering the Hell in a Cell on Roman Reigns right now. He's just standing there with this title inside with Paul Heyman, and Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso are on the ramp. Dang. Oh, and Jay's walking down to the ring. Got himself somewhat of like a semi mullet. Almost got himself a Brian Pillman Jr. haircut. Jey Uso has climbed halfway up the cell and he's just staring down at Roman. And Roman's just looking up at him, talking trash with his title in his hand. Dang, dude. Wow. Out of the family. Dude, that could be awesome, though. Can you imagine?
Did you know Liberty Mutual
customizes
your car insurance so you only pay for what you
Jay and Jimmy as like the Ronin Samoans, like they're kind of like how Samoa Joe is, how they're not recognized as full on part of the dynasty, and maybe they form a group with Samoa Joe. Oh my goodness, dude, there's so many things they could do with this. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine that? They get put out of the family, and so they wrestle under like a different name or something. Like they're just Jimmy and Jay. They're not known as the Usos or whatever. But they like change up their look a little bit. They're more like outlawish. I don't know how they can get much more outlaw than this day one stuff, but I'm sure they can get a little bit more street, get a little bit more ghetto with it. And then have Samoa Joe as maybe like their manager or something, or just I don't know, or Samoa Joe actually gets back in this ring. Yeah, he did say give him a chance to fall in line, but you think Jay's gonna do that? Gosh, man. They said that Talking Smack is coming up next, so I'm definitely gonna be watching that with you guys. There's only okay, so it's if Roman loses, he loses the title. So Jay would be the Universal Champion, and he said that he wouldn't be the head of the table anymore. He said that Jay would be. If Roman wins and Jay acknowledges him as the chief and the head of the table and all that, then it's all good or whatever. But if Jay just can't accept that, then that's when him and Jimmy are put out of the family, and the whole family's going to turn their back on him. My goodness. I'm loving it, dude. He would for his kids. Yeah, maybe for his kids and his wife and all that. I mean, even that outcome would be just heartbreaking, you know? This is incredible. Honestly, I love this storyline. All right, we got Talking Smack. All right, so let me get all these people off the screen. I can't wait to do grapple chat for this. I want to hear what you guys thought. All right, let's get to it. We got Kayla. Do I have Kayla? I don't think I do. I should have got her.
The big dog.
Dude, we've got a couple of new subscribers today. Thank you guys for subscribing. Welcome. Oh, we got Montez Ford and Booker T.
Two-time WWE Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
You finish on it. Forget on it. You know, this is my first time on Talking Smack. And we finna
nice.
get real.
King Booker.
We finna get some dirt on us tonight. FS1, we coming at you.
We coming. It's about to get dirty over here and to my right.
Let's go. Oh, let's put him over here.
SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
Heck
and
yeah.
Victorious tonight on Friday Night SmackDown, Montez Ford.
I'm a champion. Thank you.
He looked scared. Yeah, he did look kind of scared.
Really
Are gonna keep playing this song the whole time or what?
That will be on Talking Smack tonight. We are going to have
Let's go, Jay. Let's go, Jay. Stoney knows.
To say ahead of Roman Reigns Universal
Madness, how you doing, Madness? Now Jay needs to win. Mastermind. Mastermind was like, I'm out of here. Now he's like, dude, Jay's got to win. He's got to win. They got you, man. They got all of us. Well, they got a lot of us. I wouldn't say all of us. Some people still don't like this storyline, and I see you. I understand. Are we ever going to stop this background music?
Let's
Jeez.
go ahead and just take a look back at what we literally just saw.
Aye, man. All right, thank you. Jeez. All right, so they're showing what just happened on SmackDown.
Ask my brother Jay.
Oh, watch when Mickey's back.
He's right behind you.
Oh my God!
Nah, DJ. We don't advertise our stuff in here, all right, man? Don't come in my chat advertising your own stuff. That's very disrespectful, and it's against the rules of YouTube. That's unwanted commercial content. I don't want commercials for your channel in here, all right? So chill out with that. I don't want to have to time you out or anything, man. So I'm giving you a warning.
Roman Reigns has walked in 3 times in which he's never been beaten. Jey Uso must make Roman Reigns say the words, I quit, on Sunday. If he doesn't, not only Jey, but Jimmy and their entire family.
Yeah, dude. Being stuck in that cell, Mo knows.
For good. This is truly bigger than
Seems like a good idea, but then, nah, it's not.
Everyday life. Is Jey Uso going to be able to climb the mountain and survive? Jey Uso making a step.
Yeah, thank you, Mo.
What becomes a life-changing.
Rage in a Cage. Yep, it's coming up, guys. Next Saturday is our pay-per-view.
It's not just for the Universal Championship. It's about the bloodline. It's about family dominance.
All right, there you have it. Who will be the one to say I quit? We will find out on Sunday. Again, Roman Reigns defends.
I love the graphics, man. How they made everybody look super evil and stuff.
Here to join us now to, I'm sure, give his insights.
And come ringside and watch the match. That would be cool. Wanda, that would be kind of cool.
Paul Heyman.
All right, we got Paul E. Mr. Dangerously.
Hello, sir. Welcome. Welcome.
Yee.
It is a pleasure to have you here. It
really is. It really is.
It's a pleasure.
It is a pleasure.
Such a pleasure.
Now, we just watched it back, how Friday Night SmackDown ended literally just moments ago. 2 nights away, Paul. It kind of looked like Jey may have gotten a little bit into Roman's head.
No, actually, this is exactly where Roman Reigns wants Jey Uso, because think about the bloodline. Think about what that family represents. Think about the savagery that shocked people in the late 70s and the early 80s from Alpha who is the uncle for both Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, and Sika, Jey Uso's uncle, Roman Reigns' father. Think about that bloodline's savagery. Think about how any time the Samoans were on television, it truly was parental discretion advised. We're walking into Hell in a Cell with the Universal title and the moniker of Tribal Chief and the biggest star in WWE, platform of being the biggest star in WWE on the line. Do you think Roman Reigns just wants to walk through his cousin? A champion is only as great as the challengers that he puts down. And tonight, Jey Uso finally showed that Samoan bloodline, finally showed that ruthless bloodline, finally showed that he is willing to do whatever it takes, even jump his own cousin from behind. Yep. To be the head of the table, the head of the family, the Universal Champion. That's the type of challenger that Roman Reigns wants to put down.
Oh, I like it.
To me,
oh yeah,
Paul,
Shucky Ducky.
I've seen you do work for so many years, and it seems the hypocrisy of Paul Heyman seems to have no bounds. You know, the 13 Heyman guys, just to name a few: Rick Rude, Bam Bam Bigelow, RVD, Rey Mysterio, one of the guys, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, and now Roman Reigns. What is it that makes the perfect Heyman guy?
Oh, nice question.
A subservience to the bigger vision from both the talent and a willingness to do everything and everything to serve that talent from me. If I don't believe I'm here and read a script written for me by writers, I've never been good at it. If that was my job, I would have lasted 6 months in this business. I would have sucked at it.
I'm so glad he's back,
Everything
dude.
I said.
I'm so glad Paul's
all
back.
All of the names that you mentioned.
Such a great time
from
for him to be
CM
back.
Punk to RVD to Rey Mysterio to
RVD
Brock
shout-outs.
Lesnar and to Roman Reigns. And for the record, I don't think Roman Reigns is a Paul Heyman guy. I think Paul Heyman is a Roman Reigns guy.
Wow.
But still, when you look at it, they are subservient to the bigger vision. And it's like being in politics. If you're in politics for the right reasons, it's because you're there to serve. You serve the constituency, and the talent must serve the vision. And I must be willing, on behalf of that talent, to be a fixer, to be an advocate, to be special counsel, and to do anything
Paul
to
is
sell
money,
my
dude. I'm
dignity
so glad
at
Talking
the lowest
Smack is on
possible
right
price,
after SmackDown.
along the
This
highest
is
possible
all
price
money.
for the vision of the talent for himself. And if they don't think of themselves as, forget about being worthy about being on Mount Rushmore, they have to say to themselves, I want to be all four faces on Mount Rushmore. I want to own it all. I want them to change WWE to my name. And if that's not, Montez is a perfect example of it.
I hope he's listening. I hope he's listening.
When WWE bought out WCW, who was the biggest star that turned down the Turner money and came to WWE
you just gotta
for
focus
the
on
mere
good stuff, man.
opportunity
Stop focusing on the negativity,
of
man.
being a
Negativity
WWE
doesn't rule you.
superstar,
You're the
let
king
alone
of your
a
world.
top WWE superstar, mixing
Your
it up with
perception
Stone
is your
Cold Steve
reality.
Austin and
Think
The Rock.
about good things,
That would be
positive
me.
things.
Right.
You got
And why?
electricity.
Because
You got
believed in
internet.
yourself and the bigger vision for yourself. That's what it takes.
You probably got
You
some food in
truly
your
are.
belly.
You're not a manager.
Think
You
about
are
the positive
true
things, man. Stop
Rosenhaus
focusing on
of
negativity
this
and you'll start
business.
having a more
You hit the
positive
top.
time.
Hit the top. You up here.
I thank you, sir, for that.
Well, I want to bring Montez
By the
in.
way, also a Jew.
Don't.
Jew that can do.
We're good with numbers, darling.
A Jew that can
Yes,
do.
indeed.
Yes.
So I do have a question. There's clearly a lot of pride involved in what's going to be happening on Sunday and what has been happening between these gentlemen. May I say, ego. And Montez, someone's going to say, I quit at the end of this match on Sunday. If you were in this situation and you were the one who said those words, I'm assuming it would be pretty difficult for you to even want to show your face around WWE for a while.
That's absolutely correct. But this is a different situation. This situation is unlike any other situation. This situation is for the Universal Championship. And the Universal Championship is the pinnacle. So why should I quit even be in the definition when it's for the Universal Championship? And to me, that just makes the stakes of this Hell in a Cell match, these these repercussions even more detrimental because it's for the Universal Championship. It's like he was just speaking on earlier. It's about sacrifice. And it's like, what is ultimately they're going to do to champion?
You know what, Paul, you got to speak on this because the thing is, guys, I see it a little bit different, Tez. I've been the little brother before. I know what it's like growing up in the shadow. Always being the guy that's taking seconds. Always wanting to be like, and all those photos, when I look back and I see Jimmy and Jay and I see Roman is always in the middle, standing tall. You know, you never know what happened as a kid.
Oh, yeah, this match is money.
Jay right now seems like he's at that point to where he has something to prove, not to anybody but himself. He's tired of being the little cousin.
Absolutely. And as you can attest, it's the ones that got beat up as kids that end up being far more fierce and perhaps the fiercest as adults. Jay is tired of playing second fiddle to Roman.
Like a cornered animal.
But there's an entire fan. When
they
Alpha
find
and
that fury
Sika
within
were
themselves,
top,
or they fade
the
on
#1
back.
tag team on the face of the planet. They fed everybody. When Yokozuna was on top, the #1 star, he fed everybody in that family, generations before and generations to come. When The Rock was on top, and he's still on top in the movies, but when The Rock was the breadwinner, he fed the previous generations and he fed the generations to come. Roman Reigns feeds everybody right now. Roman Reigns takes care of the elders, he takes care of the children and the children's children, and he takes care of all the cousins and the aunts and the uncles that are all out there. Roman Reigns feeds that family. Jey Uso thinks he's man enough to be the tribal chief. He has an opportunity this Sunday to prove it. And because he got beat up so many times by Roman as a child, he's coming with everything he has, as he obviously proved tonight.
I'm telling you, man.
So I do want to ask.
It takes a village to raise a child. But go ahead. I just
and Goldberg came back and ended all that.
After we saw tonight, we do know Roman set the consequences for Jay. If Jay loses, which is that he will be doing Roman's bidding. He will have to do whatever Roman says. But if Roman loses the match, if he's the one who says I quit, what are his consequences?
A fall from grace, the likes of which we have very rarely seen in WWE. Roman Reigns was gone since before WrestleMania, and at one point was just no longer even part of the opening of the show. Just we hedged our bet. He's not coming back. Roman Reigns came back at SummerSlam and since then has been the most dominant performer in WWE, Raw, SmackDown, NXT combined. And if Roman Reigns now loses the Universal title to a member of his own family, the shame, the embarrassment, the sheer humiliation of it all, it's one thing to say I quit, but to say I quit and give all that up, I don't want to say you'll never see Roman Reigns again, because that's trite. That's passé. It's stereotypical for someone to say that. It's hype.
It is.
But I don't know how Roman Reigns would ever show his face.
Yeah.
And if he does, what would be the look on his face? He'd be giving everything that's up. He'd be giving himself up.
Well, again, we got to list what those consequences are, though. The consequences. Exactly.
Just a note from Roman Reigns.
Oh.
He doesn't like your questions very much.
Oh.
My questions?
No. Oh. He doesn't. Because he doesn't.
Okay.
Roman Reigns just wrote a note and gave it to Paul Heyman.
We just really want, and we know the WWE Universe.
Well, what do you want to know? Just ask me.
Just name the consequences.
For whom?
What's at stake? For Roman.
For Roman Reigns?
For Roman Reigns.
If Roman Reigns says I quit, he will no longer be the Universal Champion, which is his identity in WWE. If Roman Reigns says I quit, he will no longer be the head of the family, which is his identity within the Anoa'i and the Fatu family, which has spanned back how many generations. If Roman Reigns says I quit, he is no longer in the position to be the head of the family. He is no longer the one that controls all the shots, no longer the one that the entire family looks to as the leader of the family, the father figure.
They're both counting.
By Alpha and Sika and the generations to come as the man man, the standard bearer, the #1 head of the table, the one that dictates the direction of the family for generations to come. And Roman Reigns gives up his position as the #1 earner, the #1 box office attraction, the Universal Champion, the single biggest star in WWE. What are the consequences for Roman Reigns? I dare say they are dire. I dare say they are career-threatening. I say his dignity, his purpose, his soul, his entire identity, both in WWE and even more importantly, within his own family, and it is right now his
Charlie's on Raw. I think Charlie got drafted to Raw or something.
Those are the consequences that Roman Reigns has agreed to when he steps into the very first ever I Quit match inside Hell in a Cell in less than 48 hours.
Wow.
And now you know why Roman Reigns doesn't like your line of questioning. It's personal. It's not just professional. This strikes a chord with Roman Reigns, and it's very, very personal to him.
I understand. Well, thank you very much. There's
And
obviously a lot at
excuse me
stake.
for raising my
Paul
voice.
roasted.
I'm emotional about it
Paul's
because
out here
I
roasting.
actually care about the man.
I understand. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us here on Talking Smack. Thank you. All right. Still to come, last week we saw him.
Dang, dude, they gave them some real uninterrupted time on FS1 right here. This is good, man. Paul Heyman is incredible. He is such an incredible piece of wrestling. This guy, think about the impact he has made without really ever having to wrestle. Think about the impact he's made on wrestling without really having to lace up a pair of boots and go out there and superplex people and DDT people and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, there have been some times where he's gotten involved in matches, but I'm talking about, think about the impact this guy's made without really having to go out there and wrestle. It's like Phil Jackson or something, you know? And even Phil Jackson used to play. This guy is one of the all-time greats. He really is. We're lucky. We're very lucky to have him, dude. Very, very lucky. All right, it's commercial break right now, guys. I'll be right back. Hang out with Dudley for a second. What did they say, Dudley? You said they said, you're not the tribal chief. Dudley, come on. You're the bacon chief. You get to be the bacon chief. Yeah, you're the king of all bacon. Yeah. What bacon could step to you? No, there's no bacon. Yeah, see, you're the bacon chief. You're not the tribal chief. I'm the tribal chief. I'm at the head of the table. No, I'm at the head of the table. No, I'm Dudley. Why does everybody want to be at the head of the table? I'm the tribal chief. I've been the tribal chief since October. You didn't have a problem with it back then. Why all of a sudden do you want to be the tribal chief? All right, anyway, what's going on over here?
Hey.
Close the door, thank you.
Oh, Street Profits got their own psychiatrist session.
Alcoholic beverages allowed in my office, so.
No.
I'm gonna have to confiscate it.
No.
I'm gonna have to take it.
You take a sip of it. Yo.
Don't lash out like that again.
Oh. Okay. So you was handing out smoke.
I will allow this one time. You'll leave it out there with my administrator, Suzanne.
Yeah, she's a very nice lady. Yeah, she is.
She does a good job. She makes a really great banana bread.
She does. That's what she brought, the banana bread.
You call yourself King Tez?
Yes.
Why are you so full of yourself?
Come on, man. Is this therapy or is this a roasting session?
It's not a roast.
Of Montez Ford.
Stop.
Yeah, that's what this
Montez?
Relax.
I mean, how do you deal with this all the time? I want to talk to you.
I didn't know they were going to have something
it's
like
his
this on here.
turn. Wow.
No.
See that?
Don't you dare shed a tear.
No, it's okay.
What is going on here? I don't even know, man.
You know what? I'm going to have Suzanne schedule appointments every week for the next year, and you're going to come back and see me. We're going to work on this.
It's because your emotions. Man, you over here acting all hyper and stuff, dog. Don't shed a tear. Calm down, juice, dog.
Do not bring that cup back in my office unless you're going to share.
Give her a little sip of happiness. You sure? We got all year. Hey, yo, peace out. Yo, Suzanne. Banana bread, fam.
What the heck?
Oh, that was fun. That was
Everyone lose against Dudley.
It's one-sided. It's very one-sided. As you can tell, I was getting attacked.
No, this is lies. Ryder, that's lies. That's why I'm not having you on Talking Grit. I was gonna launch a new show, but now I'm canceling it. I'm canceling the show Talking Grit because nobody knows how to act right. Everybody thinks that I lose when I'm the tribal chief, dude. I'm the head of the table.
Just because of that. Well, Montez, you did have a great night on
You guys better
SmackDown.
acknowledge
You were
me.
on the winning team of that 8-man tag team match. So, what do you say we take a look back
better
at how
acknowledge
all of
me.
that unfolded?
And now Dawkins takes advantage of the opportunity.
Oh, that was so cool. I looked at the thumbnail on YouTube and it had Dudley. Dudley was the thumbnail.
Here comes Montez Ford from the heavens.
I didn't lose to Dudley. It was a strategic idea.
What a win. Here are your winners, Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens to the SmackDown.
Yeah.
Strategic
And joining us
ideas,
now,
man.
The leader of the Yes Movement and one of your partners tonight, Daniel Bryan. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hey,
Great to be here.
D-Bry.
Well, yes, congratulations on your win tonight.
Yeah, I think the big story is that I wasn't the one who got the pin.
I know.
Montez was the one who got the pin.
Congrats, bud.
But I think that's one of the reasons why I'm really excited to be on SmackDown is because, especially after the draft, when I saw all the people that SmackDown got, all the young talent that's really exciting. Like, it was interesting because I was out there with the KO show, right? And all these people are interrupting. And then when the Street Profits interrupted, I was like, whoa. I didn't expect this. This is fun.
They're a lot of fun. We gotta get you a red cup.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We got unlimited supply of them. We'll get you one with your special name on it as well.
Yeah, not a huge fan of plastic cups.
Oh, he's still environmental.
Watch these.
The Wabbit.
I am the planet's champion.
The planet's champion. He still is.
The last time we saw you before you returned last week was back in June. You were part of that Intercontinental Championship
nice.
tournament.
But he's not the planet's champion.
AJ Styles
That's
was the victor
Temezi.
in that, but you're back
Temezi's
now,
the
and you
real
still seem to be
planet's
very
champion.
passionate about the
Beastmaster.
Intercontinental title and how it should be handled.
That's why
You
he's
said
so
that you
dark
think it
this
should be
season, 'cause
defended way more often.
saw,
Sami
man, he
Zayn, of
sees
course,
global
didn't
warming
quite agree with
happening.
you,
Yeah.
but in Booker, you are a former
Beastmaster does
Intercontinental
not like
champion.
the
Do you
global
agree?
warming
Do you
he's
agree
seeing.
with Daniel Bryan that title should be defended more?
You know, I do. I mean, it's that championship that always, made you feel like, man, you've made it just because of the lineage that it carried. I mean, the guys
trying to
that
make this planet
wore
great
that
again, man.
championship before you, it definitely make you, want to go out and work a little bit harder. I don't know, Daniel. Talk to me.
Yeah. So this is how I look at it. So I don't know if I've told you this, we've never talked about it, but I really liked Harlem Heat.
Great tag team. Great tag team.
Pushed Booker T to the next level, to me, was that TV title run that where he was on TV defending that title almost every single week. And you got to see not just how, because you saw it before, you saw how athletic he was, you saw how good he was in the ring. You got to see him go out week in.
He set me up.
No, I'm not setting up. You got to go out. You got to see week in and week out, not only just how athletic and how good he was in the ring, but you got to see his heart.
It was El Gran Gordo is what they called him, but we call him El
brings out the best in your opponent. And especially when you have something to fight for, that's a match that's like, hey, if I win this, I'm going to be the Intercontinental Champion, or I'm going to be the TV Champion. It makes people work harder. And I don't want to, I want to wrestle all these different guys. I want to compete against all these different guys, but I want to compete against them at their best.
Okay, this is the real
that's where I'm at right there.
Elijah,
I mean,
I'll put it on
we got to talk about it. Just talking smack, right? This is where we get down and dirt. And the thing is, he was setting me up and buttering me up.
There you go, Elijah.
You
are now a knight of the gritty table.
No way.
You coming back?
Use that wrench
Bryan.
with justice.
I remember it didn't seem like it was just just a minute ago.
I've been waiting all night. I'm like, dude, is that the real Elijah? Waiting for some secondary Elijah to show up, but that's you.
And now, I mean, you was one of the youngest guys, if not the youngest guy in the locker room. And now you're one of the oldest guys in the locker room.
Oh, actually, to be fair, I'm not one of the oldest guys in the locker room. I just act the oldest. It's that dad life.
No, I mean that too, but you working with a lot of young guys now. And I was reading where you said that you lost a step. You feel like perhaps you lost a step coming back. And when you lose a step in the business, you know it. Nobody else may not know it, but you know it. It's kind of like when I was a dancer at 16, I was real good, but when I was 20, man, those 16-year-old kids, man, they could take me out with no problem. Now, you're at that point where you're in here working with a bunch of young talent. You just said it yourself. What does that feel like?
To me, I think it's awesome. So one of the things, so obviously I was a huge fan when you were rising up of your generation, but I think one of the things that past generations hasn't done a great job of is realizing that the younger generation needs more of a spotlight. And I think, and it's one of those things of, because we've had so much time on TV and we've been like, oh man, Daniel Bryan's on TV and everybody gets really excited when he does the yes chant, so let's put him on TV more. When I realized that, like, hey, what makes me good right now is what's up here. It's no longer my athletic ability, which used to be my strong point. And I see people like Montez and Angelo. I see, even if you watch Buddy Murphy tonight, you know what I mean?
Oh,
you
yeah,
see
Buddy
these
killed
guys
it tonight.
who are hyper athletic. And I look at it, and this is just my viewpoint on life, kind of. When I'm gone, I want to leave this place better. And I don't just mean WWE. I just mean the planet. The Native Americans had kind of a concept that don't just be a good person now, be a good ancestor. So the people that come down the line have it better off than you do.
I like that.
That's kind of my goal. And that is not to say, I am by no means saying that and being like, hey, I'm this selfless person and all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I love? I love getting out there and competing. Like, even when we were in the Performance Center in front of no people and it was quiet, I don't think there was a single person back there who loved going out and being in the ring and competing as much as I did. I just loved doing it. But I also realized that with WWE and with SmackDown, what's going to bring in the young fans, the people like when I was a kid and I watched and I looked through the magazines and I read the show and all that kind of stuff. I'm nearly a 40-year-old dad. I'm not cool, right? He found out how real not cool I was earlier today, and so it's just one of those things. I see all these guys who can bring a new, younger audience to this show, and I think, and that gets me excited. I'm also, it's like watching, for example, the NBA, right? You watch these younger guys, and they just keep getting better and more athletic and cooler, and it's just like, you know, and I have to admit, I love being a dad.
Dang, he stole this mic. You hear this? He stole this mic.
I haven't said anything about
his
this,
show
but
right
in
now.
my mind, like, this is kind of my last run. You know what I mean? This is my last run as a full-time superstar, And
oh no,
you heard it, guys. You just got a scoop.
Well,
you just got a scoop.
Well, it's
last
not really a scoop.
run.
I think
you
can feel it in even just the way that I approach things and the way that my mentality is, as far as like my view towards younger people and all that kind of stuff.
The show.
And when I do this, as I'm doing this
just
last
like
run,
Paul stole the show. I like that.
Like,
just
I
let him
prove
talk.
to everybody
You know?
that I'm the best. When I'm out there, I'm proving things
Yokozuna
to myself.
was awesome.
And I want things better for the younger
and I'm
talent.
still not even halfway
Daniel,
through his stuff
Thank you so
yet.
much for joining us here on Talking Smack, and we look forward to seeing much more of you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying Talking Smack so far. We have a lot more to come.
Dude, they need to always do this. I hope this is not just a thing they're going to do for go-home shows, because that's what it's kind of feeling like to me right now. Like, they're only going to put Talking Smack immediately following SmackDown when they know the pay-per-view's coming up on Sunday. I hope they just keep on doing this, man, because honestly and obviously, this is a little bit more up the alley of people who want to know what's going on and get a little bit more insight into what these people are thinking. And it's just, especially if they get a set list like this, a set list of people that is going to come out, like Paul Heyman, Daniel Bryan, you just, and Booker T, it's just going to write itself. It's going to be fun. Not to say I don't like 205 Live, but it's just, when's the last time that we really heard anybody talking about 205 Live? This is the show where stuff is going to go down that's going to affect what we just watched. You know, we just watched SmackDown, so that's the time for it. If they would start putting 205 Live maybe on Saturdays or maybe right after Talking Smack, I feel like they might get more people to watch it, because people, you know how it is, people want wrestling every day. That's why people started jumping and reading dirt sheets and all that stuff, is because you want more, man. You want to know more. You want to get a you know, once the show is over, you're like, oh dude, but I'm not done yet, you know. And so that's why people started to get really into checking into all this stuff, wanting to know what's happening next, wanting to know what the feud's going to be, maybe what the outcome's going to be. So I really feel like 205 Live on maybe a Saturday would be good, or just maybe right after Talking Smack would be good as well, because people want to get more of that action. But it's up to them. I mean, it's their show. I'm not saying cancel 205 Live. I'm just saying, like, maybe place it a little bit differently. Maybe Thursdays, you know? Because they got the Thunderdome. What the heck are you doing on Thursdays? You just chilling? Why do they have to show up on Friday? Maybe just put it on a Thursday. There's absolutely no wrestling on Thursdays that I know of. We got Monday Night Raw. We got Impact and AEW Dark on Tuesday. We got Wednesdays is super stacked with Dynamite and NXT. Nothing on Thursday. Then we got Fridays and we got Sundays that normally we're gonna have a WWE pay-per-view, and we're definitely gonna have SmackDown. And then Saturdays sometimes are also a takeover. So just why not Thursday? Why not just put it on Thursday? I think Thursday would be a great day for 205 Live. Thursday would be cool. Oh, Thursday is NXT UK? Well, just stack them then. Stack NXT UK and 205 Live. Have them come on one after another. That way, it's like tune in Thursdays on the network to watch the hottest new up and coming, or you know, all that stuff. Make it so like Thursdays is like that day for that hard hitting, strong British style, and then also, or the strong UK style, and then also have 205 Live right afterwards. So it's just like the wrestling day where you get that maybe underexposed part of WWE programming. Put it on a Thursday. You know, then you have wrestling every day. Oh, they're showing all the superstars. Oh, Roman Reigns played for Georgia Tech. I didn't know that.
Lad who hung up the cleats for a pair of boots.
I didn't know that.
And there he is, and all
Marie
his
Ladd.
arrogance, the big
All right, we're back.
Football stars have had a fascination with pro wrestling.
Yeah, I like our Thursday hangout too, but I mean, we'd still be able to do it.
Possibly the most famous crossover
It'll
was
only
at
be 2 hours.
WrestleMania 11, when Bam Bam Bigelow squared off against Lawrence Taylor, who had his own defensive line.
Being a fan of wrestling and want to be a part of it, and the
they're
NFL
spoiling
team,
for me.
there
They're
is
spoiling
a strong
stuff.
bond between players.
Sunday morning like heat. Oh, that could be cool.
And just to have that excitement and sharing the
could be
entertainment
cool.
value that it brought was a very cool experience for me.
Some of the WWE superstars of today were raised on the gridiron and have used that experience to transition to the squared circle.
Daniel Bryan. What's up, Daniel Bryan?
Prepared me for WWE. It allowed me, you know, to build toughness. You have to be really tough to handle the ring.
The work ethic that I learned playing college football and those summer workouts.
Oh, look at Big E.
Nothing like that.
There's a kind of a swagger and a charisma about, you know, being on the gridiron that translates to the squared circles.
Oh my goodness.
Woo! It is
That's
the
cool,
thing
man.
in football. People cheering, why we getting physical, why we blitzing, why we body slamming. So yeah, they both intertwine easy, Oos.
The
I like
similarities
this.
do not stop
I
there.
like
A
this.
fanatic
This is cool.
atmosphere at a college football game. It can be described as deafening and intense. Same could be said for WWE events.
For me, college football is one of the most passionate, you know, levels
I like
of
this.
football out there. You know, even in
They're
just
showing
sports in
how they
general.
used to play football,
And
a lot
I
of
think
these people.
that really, you know, connects with WWE.
That's why when people are like,
and the
what's Pat
WWE
McAfee
universe.
doing here? I'm like, what's everybody doing here? If that's your attitude, then what is everybody doing
When
here?
I was, what, 20 years old?
Please
I was
name
in a
me
big house
somebody.
in front of
Please
over
name me
100,000.
somebody who
When
didn't
your
play
adrenaline's up
some
and
other
you're feeling
sport.
that emotion, you're capable of amazing things, and we see it every day in football and in the WWE.
What's Pat McAfee doing here? What the heck is anybody doing here
Just
then?
thinking about it because you dream about those things. That was my first love.
I miss it a whole lot, and I wish I could go back and ball out some more. It was amazing, and it's an experience I would never trade.
I'm so grateful for the lessons that I learned in Iowa City.
And
those are
Baron
things that I
Corbin
learned
was
at
on my
18
my
that I still
hometown
take with
team.
me now at 34.
Yep, Goldberg was a Falcon.
Thanks again to
That's
Rob
an awesome
Stone,
little
who
advertisement.
Had a
I like
very
that.
special guest on Big Noon Kickoff
Very
last
good.
week.
Oh, hell yeah. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What's happening, man?
I mean,
We're going to start
Cold
easy
Stone.
with you here.
Cold Stone.
Give me somebody or a team in college football you would love to smash a couple beers with, not on their head.
Man, I'd really like to have a couple beers with Nick Saban. I'm a big Roll Tide fan. They are my college football team. Just love what he's done for the sport and how he's molded his career.
Look, you know better than anybody.
Goldberg on the
You
bump.
need to
I
have
did
a
not.
great nickname. So Brady, Urban,
Yep,
Reggie, Matt,
Goldberg
they're
was
in
a
need.
Viking.
They're
I
in
think
need of
Roman
some
was a
assistance right
Viking,
now.
too.
You got
I think
something you might be able
Roman
to
was
pass
like
on
a-
to them.
He was probably like a bench warmer or something for a bit, but I could have sworn I saw Roman in a Vikings jersey.
I'm thinking the Godfather. I'm thinking, but the way that guy used to be on the sidelines, calm. When the storm hit, he was very calm. On somebody's ass when he needed to get on somebody's ass. He was intense.
Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush, see, now, of course,
He's a
I grew
Viking,
up watching
yeah.
Reggie.
Okay.
And he was so electrifying.
Jacksonville? What did he got?
If you're playing
He got
Reggie,
traded?
you're probably going to be...
Yep, Brock played football, and Brock was a for real wrestler.
All right, my quarterbacks right now, Brady Quinn and Matt Leinart. Oh, I see some disgust in your face.
Stone Cold doesn't like it.
Pretty boys. And
Oh, he was Jacksonville and a Viking. Okay.
Pretty boy Matt Leinart and Playboy Brady Quinn.
Hey, we appreciate it. And guess what? That's the bottom line because...
Stone Cold said so. Cheers.
Best FaceTime ever. Oh,
Best
yes,
FaceTime ever. Yes.
Stone Cold. Knock it back.
Oh, we got a waterproof phone. He should have clacked it on the phone too. That's awesome.
Once
dude.
again, Big Ten football
Actually
is back
crossing
tomorrow.
over with the
Nebraska
FS1
opens the
here.
season at Ohio
Very
State.
nicely
Kickoff
done.
at noon, but coverage begins with Fox's Big Noon Kickoff Live from the Horseshoe in Columbus starting at 10 a.m.
Dude, they got the dubstep version of the of the theme song. Goldberg cried on the bump. He did? For what? What the heck? Why'd he cry on the bump? Uh-oh, we got a Bianca Belair advertisement. Oh, is she gonna be on the show with her husband at the same time? Is that her husband or her boyfriend? I think are they married? Are they married? Are they Bill Murrayed? Bianca looked like $1 trillion tonight, man. I'm so glad they let her just extra destroy Zelina Vega. I am so glad about that. I was like, oh, here it goes. Here comes Zelina. We're going to get ourselves a 5-minute match where Zelina is going to get, she's going to do some, like a heel eye poke, and she's going to get a roll up, and then she's going to be feuding with Bianca for the next 4 weeks or whatever. No. Bianca was just like, come here. I'm gonna Kenny Omega your little Sunny Kiss buttocks all over this place. And she Kenny Omega'd her. I loved it. Absolutely fantastic. Zelina has no business touching Bianca like that at all. And I'm glad. This is not the right pool to jump in for Zelina. Zelina's got to start somewhere else. I was so happy to see that, man. Tonight, like, honestly, that's the point where I knew that this SmackDown was on the up and up. As soon as I saw that super nice performance, Bianca looking like $1 million with a flawless victory, I was like, all right, all they got to do is just stick the landing. He was talking to DDP, really? No way. DDP and Goldberg were on the bump? Why was I not informed? DDP was on the bump. What? Dang, and he cried because he got praised? Man, maybe Goldberg cares a little bit more than he let on. Goldberg is my second favorite wrestler currently, and he's my favorite wrestler of all time. I did not know this. I might have to watch that. We might have to watch that. Buddy is dating Alexa Bliss. No, he was dating Alexa Bliss. I don't think that's happening anymore. Madness. I think that's some old news you got there. They were dating a long time ago when they were both in NXT, but I don't think it's still going on. Unless some sort of like rekindling has happened recently. I don't think that's a recent thing. But either way, I don't really care. You know, it's like whatever. Let these people have their relationships. Bryan in Hall of Fame? What? Another Bryan on the Hall of Fame? What do you mean? As of October, Google says. I don't care what Google says. Unless you hear it from both of them, I don't want to really hear it in the chat because it's just all conjecture, and Google can say whatever. Like, I can literally look up Gritty Urban sucks and it'll say I suck, you know? But then I know I don't suck. So that's Google. Jake the Snake on my show. Really? That's cool. That's awesome. But yeah, guys, please try to keep it out of the chat unless it's officially talked about by the superstars themselves or announced on WWE's official website. Because you can find anything on Google. You can find somebody on Google says that parsley is like a deadly poison. Or Booker T is the worst wrestler of all time or something. You can find anything on Google. It doesn't mean it's real.
The press clean by Bianca Belair.
Uh-oh.
Vega in trouble. Look at the power.
That is outrageous.
They're showing a replay of Bianca Belair earlier with Zelina. Yep. Good night.
And now Belair has Vega right where she wants her. KOD. Cover by Belair. This one's over.
Booker might as well be the worst. Nah, dude, it doesn't matter. One loss had nothing to do with his entire career. Uh-oh, here she is. Oh, they kept them all the way apart.
How proud are you of your woman over here?
All right, here we go. What the heck?
He's so proud.
I know
He's
exactly
so proud.
what that means.
See, they have their own language. You both had big nights tonight, but how
That
does it feel
lipstick
to
is
have
popping,
had such an incredible night? Your debut on Friday Night
She's
SmackDown.
got nice
You know what?
blue,
It feels
like sparkly
amazing.
lipstick.
I'm just focused
It's
on
very
going
vibrant.
out there and creating my own legacy. You know, I come from a family of trailblazers, so
Heck
my
yeah, New
parents bred
Zealand,
me
I
to be
even
the
said
best.
it.
They taught me not to restrict myself
I'll
to suit
play it, I'll
anybody
play
else's
it.
insecurities.
I knew
And,
you
know,
must
I
be,
know my
dude.
self-worth. I know I'm talented.
Hey,
I know
welcome
I
to the
work
stream,
hard.
by the
I know
way.
I'm the best. I'm
Off
not
my
gonna be
rocker.
shy
How you
about it.
doing,
So
man?
tonight was all about my debut, showing up, showing out, and I think tonight
Yeah, we
just
had a
proved
straight
that
up
it's just getting
lucha,
started.
like
So
lucha half hour.
SmackDown,
It
we
was
about to
Kill
have a
Shot,
lot of fun.
King
Heck
Cuerno,
yeah. You know, sitting next
Ray
to,
Phoenix,
to
Pentagon.
royalty right here. We got,
It
you
was
know,
awesome, all at
two-time
the same
WWE
time.
Hall of Famer, multi-time world champion, Booker T. I'm sure Bianca would appreciate any advice that you could lend her way. Advice.
Look,
how to stand
let me
out.
tell you something. You know, I always try to help out the next generation. But every time I seem to say something, it gets on the internet and get taken totally out of context. You know,
Don't you
I
hate
said
that?
something about Naomi once. Next thing you know, the internet blew up. You know what I mean? Sasha Banks, we're gonna be talking about her. I can't wait to get her on there. You know, all kind of stuff be said. So it's hard for me to sit here and say,
No,
you know,
lucha.
what you should do and what you shouldn't do.
Unfortunately,
Right
but
now,
we
I
still
can say
we're
this.
doing
Bianca
watch-alongs
Belair,
for the
she seems like she's on
entirety.
the right track. It seems like she has
We're up to
all
like
the tools
episode
to
30,
be,
I think. You
the
stick
next
around, dude. You'll see
superstar
it.
here in WWE. I'm talking about the
I do
takeover
watch-alongs for
as
it.
far as the women division. I did a little.
But I actually show it on the
you're very
screen
smart.
so you guys can
magnet
see
school,
what I'm
college, floated around 3 different colleges. Track
It's
and
not
field.
like
That
this.
means you got a lot of speed. All right. And the thing is, I would love.
I got to do this
network
for copyright
with
reasons. I'm
Bianca,
sure you guys
but
understand.
it got to be behind closed doors. It can't be on TV or nothing like that because I need to make sure she knows exactly what she's going to be dealing with when it comes to making it to that next level and not just making it to that next level, but staying at that next level. Not just staying at that next level,
okay,
but
Madness.
dominating
Well,
that
hey, man,
next
whenever
level.
you can,
So,
you'll probably
you
catch
got it
some.
all, but
Lucha's
give me a
epic.
call, hit me in the DM.
I've never seen it
I
before,
got
so
you.
I'm watching it the
I
first
definitely
time
appreciate the
as
the
I'm
advice.
watching
You
it.
know,
So
I know
please
as an
don't tell me
athlete, you
anything
have
about
to
it. I don't want to know
be
any.
able to be comfortable being
I don't know
uncomfortable
nothing.
in order to
I'm
be
like
the
the
best.
guy from The
So
Matrix
any
with the
advice,
steak.
like, you're a legend, and
I don't want to remember nothing.
I'm open to
No,
anything.
you just got to change the levels. That's all it is.
Ignorance
And
is
it's
bliss.
very, very simple. Knowing how to change your levels, knowing how to switch gears, making sure everyone in this arena feel everything that's good. And we'll talk about it. We'll talk. You know, I got a small little wrestling promotion down in Texas. It's called Reality Wrestling. You know, we're a small company, but we work real hard for our artists. You know.
And before we let you go, you know, I know you have some personal goals now that you are on the blue brand. What are those?
Well, you know, right now I'm just focused on letting everyone know exactly who I am and what I do, letting everyone know how I am the strongest, how I'm the fastest, I'm the toughest, I'm the roughest, I'm the quickest, I'm the greatest, I'm the best. That is my goal every single time I step in that ring, is to showcase that. And so everyone knows exactly who I
Watch
am.
New Japan.
As soon as
Only
I
when
walk
Temezi
out. So,
gives it
you
to
know,
me, pretty
I'm
much.
very excited to see
Temezi's
who comes out
my-
on top
my
with Sasha
gateway.
and Bayley, and I'm coming.
Temezi's my
for that
dealer,
SmackDown title.
my New Japan dealer.
Cream always,
He
my
hands me
daddy
some New
said,
Japan, and I
cream
just
always rise to the top.
I take it.
All right, Bianca,
I love it.
thank you so much. And again, congratulations on your big victory. All right, we still have one more guest to go.
Bye-bye.
She's got a big match on Sunday inside the Hell in a Cell against her former best friend, Sasha Banks, joins us.
Sasha's gonna be on tonight. Wow. I was wondering what Booker T was talking about. All right, we head to commercial. Bianca Belair is gone, and Sasha's coming up next. I think Sasha's gonna be the one who sends us off the air. So man, I hope that she brings that fire, because that the way that they put together that contract signing was kind of cool to me. It's vicious. It seems like what their feud should have come to by now, but there's a little less fury to it. I feel like she should have really smashed her. She should have really destroyed Bayley, I feel. But I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna have to hear what she says tonight. It's commercial break right now. We're gonna have to see what Sasha says and see what the final thing they want us thinking about before Hell in a Cell is, because right now I'm thinking that Sasha's a little too timid, and that Bayley is the one who has shown that she is willing to do whatever. Sasha did that tonight, kind of, but she didn't take it to that next level, you know. So I still feel like Bayley is the one who is going to bring that viciousness that is that is necessary to win a Hell in a Cell match. Because their match is Hell in a Cell, right? I think that's why she didn't want to sign it. So I don't know. I still think Bayley's the one to look forward to win this, but that might be personally my opinion because I'm just not feeling Sasha yet as the women's champion, especially because of the losses. And it might be because of the losses. It might be because the last 4 matches I've seen from Bayley, not Bayley, but Sasha is Sasha lost the women's title, lost the tag team titles, lost the rematch for the tag team titles, got super beat down, and then on top of that, just caught a technical difficulty, a technical win off of a steel chair shot. So she literally didn't win the match anyway. It was just, oh, you won because you got hit. So it's like basically to me 5 losses to me because she lost her friend in the middle of that. So she's just looking extra frail to me, and I'm just not feeling women's champion yet. But they might do it just to kind of spice up the women's division on SmackDown and get some eyes on it a little bit more. They might just do it anyway. I just don't. I think Bayley is just too dominant right now, and I think Sasha's got to up the ante. And maybe they feel like that she's up in the ante by going into the Hell in a Cell, but I don't know, man. You don't just up the ante by going somewhere. You up the ante personally and by your actions. You know, it's like when somebody at work, like you get written up because you're not doing your job right, or you're coming back from your breaks late, or you're showing up late, and you're like, I swear I'll do better. And it's like they don't write you up next time you show up late because you said you would do better. No, you do better. You get more vicious. You do things that show that you're about that life, that you're really going to make changes, that you're going to upgrade. And I'm just not seeing that from Sasha right now. The only thing I saw from her was just tonight, putting her in a chair just enough to get a signature. And to me, that's not enough to really overcome the dominance that has been Bayley, the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion of all time. To me, that's not enough, dude. So I don't know. I'm just not thinking that she's losing it, but we'll see.
Bring it.
First Charlotte fan? Charlotte's had an injury and all kinds of stuff.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
Give me the mic. Give me the mic.
Take me off a little bit. I can see it in his. I can see the fear in his eyes. And the thing is, he toned it down a little bit from his last comments. And the thing is, David, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna see you sooner or later.
Oh.
Let me catch your ass at Starbucks.
Oh, let me catch you at Starbucks.
Pumpkin spice latte. I know that's probably what you're drinking, but I'm gonna catch you soon, sucker.
I'm gonna catch you soon, sucker.
All right, guys. Well,
your pumpkin spice latte. Yo, Booker T's ready to get somebody.
Tonight it is official. Sasha Banks will go up against her former best friend Bayley inside that
Bayley's
Hell in a Cell structure.
Yeah, but she's the vicious one.
SmackDown Women's Championship, and
but
Sasha
she's the more vicious of the two, and she's the one who's willing to do whatever it takes. You can be weak, but still be vicious. Like the little honey badger, you know?
Did you like that?
You know what?
The honey badger is not
give you some props on that. I gotta
not the most powerful of animals,
I was looking
but
to get into it with Sasha here tonight. I'm
they're
serious,
vicious,
because we've
you
been
know?
having, a little back and forth, a little beef on social media and whatnot, and we haven't talked about it till right now. But I'm gonna let that go. You know.
No, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
That's months past.
I'm gonna let that go, but yeah, let's talk about it.
My thing is this. No, this is what I want to talk
That
about.
made more history than you? I am the greatest.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've made more history than
You was talking
let's
about
go.
you and Bayley was the greatest tag team of all time, but look what she did. She stabbed you in the back and left you high and dry. See, but that's another story. Me and my brother, we ain't never done nothing like that. But my thing is this. I want to know, where does Sasha Banks rank in the women's division of all times? What do you feel like you rank?
Booker, of all time?
Yeah, of all time.
Of all time?
Yeah, of all time.
Sasha Banks.
Wait a minute.
Sasha Banks.
Wow.
Sasha Banks.
You know what?
Well,
she's top 5. She's all the top 5.
Superstar of all time.
That was a test.
Honey
You
badger,
passed the test.
exactly.
She passed it. Now,
Heartbreak.
listen.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Booker.
It's just straight facts.
Being like the smallest
we're
or the
talking about this match on
weakest
Sunday.
does not mean you don't have an opportunity.
And when people talk about Bayley, we often hear before you say her name, she's the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion. She is a Grand Slam champion. If you count up all the days,
some say greatest.
Greatest. If you count
I mean,
up
look,
all
the smallest
the
person
days
here
and
is
all of her title reign, she's reached almost
Galactic
1,000 days,
champion.
which only
The
one other
chief
woman
head of the
is
table.
above her in that. But what we're forgetting is that you have
I
been
know
inside
Temezi is
that
like,
ominous
"Ooh, I can't
structure
wait for
already
Rage in a
2
Cage."
different times. So do all
I'm
of
gonna
Bayley's
destroy this
accolades
guy.
even matter if she's never even experienced
Probably.
the cell?
But I'm gonna enjoy it while I got it.
Before you answer that question, what did you just read all those stats? What did that mean?
What does that mean?
That meant
Yeah, no, that's my question. You know, do
I'm the
all of these
chief honey
accolades that
badger.
Bayley have matter if she has not been in the cell? Because Sasha's been in it twice.
Go ahead and answer that.
A former NXT Women's Champion. A five-time Raw Women's Champion. A two-time and first
Gimmick
ever
infringement.
WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. And the list can go on and on if you want to go on Wikipedia yourself, Kayla. I won the greatest match of all time in 2015. There is a reason why I am Sasha Banks and my name is bigger than Bayley's title.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah, you know
There's a
Temezi wants
reason.
that rematch is
Because I
gonna
am
be.
a star. I am the marquee.
I hope it lasts
I
for
am
like
the
at
standard.
least
I
10
am the
minutes.
conversation, and I am the legit boss of the WWE. I have no fear, Bayley. This is my 3rd ever Hell in a Cell. I am the boss of that cell. And on the Sunday, I will be walking out with your WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. And you can add that to the list, Kayla.
I'm adding it right now. Sasha, thank you so much. Good
Dang,
luck
that's it?
on
You gonna
Sunday.
let it out,
For all of you, we've got more Talking Smack.
I mean, come on.
When
Oh,
we
there's
come
more?
back.
Dang, okay, she's not the final person. I thought she would be the final person. I guess she had nothing else to say right there. Wow. The cockiness. I like it, dude. That's what she needs. She needs to return to Boston, you know? And maybe that's what they're going to do here. Maybe they're going to return her to the Boston. She kind of sold me a little bit more. I will say that. She kind of sold me on the possibility of her being the one, you know? She got me a little bit. I'm not going to deny it. The promo was kind of okay. Dang. So who's going to be last? It's only an hour show. They're going to have to just come right back. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Aaliyah? It's going to be Rey Mysterio? Who the heck is it going to be? Oh, they got the Otis match on Hell in a Cell. Maybe Otis is going to say something. Iron Woman match in NXT. Dude, I remember watching that match on the way home. I remember I used to love Sasha Banks so much that I would literally put the match on the way home on my cell phone. I had the WWE Network on my cell phone, and I would bring it up on the way home from work just so I could watch her. And I remember watching that Iron Woman match and just being like, she's the best ever, dude. She's the best ever. Like, I've never cared about a woman wrestler like that. I thought she had everything, and then she just fell off the planet for a while, and she started scaring me with her matches because she would always like crack herself in half or botch something up so badly I thought she was injured, and just all kinds of stuff started happening to where like she fell so far off my list. She went from number 1 to like number, I don't know, 12 or something real quick. But she's better now. I'm glad because, okay, see what happened is she took all that time off, and apparently she went over to Japan and started training with other women who really took it serious, and she got her stuff together, and then she came back, and she's been pretty clean since then. I don't think she's the best wrestler, the best women's wrestler by far. I think there are people way better than her, but like I can't deny that she put in the work, you know, and I can't deny that she's been much more clean, much less botchy, and her attitude has been there's some star power there, and that's one of the things that is necessary is star power, man. I think that for everybody who's got real wrestling talent, there's like 10 people who don't have any sort of charisma. And I think the charisma and the star power is something that is so much more necessary right now for wrestling. They need to get people invested in storylines, wrestlers, and people to start watching this as more than just a athletic contest. Because there's just, who cares about wrestling, you know? You either do or you don't. Like there's not people who are like, "Oh, I kind of care about in-ring technicians." There's nobody who's like just now at this very moment in life like, "Well, I've been hearing about this Bret the Hitman Hart guy and maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll look into him." No, dude, the amount of people who are actually getting interested in ring competition right now is probably the lowest it's ever been. But people like characters, people like storylines, people like getting invested in some sort of clash between two teams or two superstars. They like that. So that's where you got to sink the hooks in. And that's where they might be doing it. Uh-oh, here we go. Dude, they made a Hell in a Cell graphic. Oh yeah, there's the Jeff Hardy and
All right, and finally,
Jeff
also
Hardy
in
and
that Hell in a Cell, Drew McIntyre,
Elias
Randy Orton
match.
for
I
the
forgot about
WWE
that.
Championship.
That man, Randy Orton.
All right,
Drew.
guys, thank you for joining us on Talking Smack. Don't forget Hell in a Cell.
Oh, nice
this
camera
Sunday.
angle.
Should be live on the WWE Network. Good night, everybody.
That's cool. All right, well that's it. They were just showing us the matches that are coming up at Hell in a Cell. So we got, as far as they're confirmed, Otis versus Miz for the Money in the Bank champion. I call it a championship, but it's a contract. Elias versus Jeff Hardy. Sasha versus Bayley. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns. Did I say Sasha versus Bayley? I think there's five matches. I think there's only six matches. I think they showed 6 matches. Dang. Kim and NWA, right? Gail Kim? You talking about Gail Kim? Fiend versus T-Bar? Is that true? Where did you see that? I didn't see that. Fiend versus T-Bar. Oh my goodness, dude. I must have missed it. All right, guys, I hope you're ready because it is time for us to have a little talk. This is going to be a probably pretty little talk. Let's talk about it. Let's have a little chat. Oh, yes. Am I muted? Let me see. Nope. Okay, good. I've done a good job. I've done a good job not being muted recently. Have you guys noticed that? Like my mutage is down. Mutage stat. There's somebody keeping track. I'm sure there is. Let me move myself. There we go. Move yourself. That's a good song right there. My mutage is down, guys. I promise. Thank you, Cameron. Cameron likes Grapple Chat. Temezi likes Grapple Chat. And I like Grapple Chat. We Rup likes Grapple Chat. Okay. And I think that's it. I think that's all the people who like Grapple Chat. All the people who gave the hype. Welcome, guys. It is time for us to have the chat. You know what time it is. So what I need to understand here What I need to understand is how to close down this window, how to close down this window. Yeah. How to close down this window and how to open this window. Okay. I think we got it. We got it. Let's try it out. All right, I got my background music going. It's coming, it's coming. Yeah, I think WWE took it down. I thought I seen it though. Oh, there's no T-bar versus the Fiend. I'd actually like to see that, but you know what would happen. But still, seeing the Fiend on pay-per-view would be cool. But that would further kind of mess with Retribution. The buried squad, they're buried, right? We shall see. Okay, we got background music. Can you guys hear this background music, or is it too low, too high? What do you think? Let me ask my co-executive vice president, CEO of sound engineering and audio perfection. That's his new title. Which one is T-Bar? T-Bar is the guy who used to be Dominic Dijakovic. He's the big white dude with the Mad Max mask. That's longer than R-Truth's title name. Hey, I'm trying to get him a job at like a super prestigious company, you know. I'm gonna hook him up, he's gonna hook me up. The pink guy. I could just call him the pink guy, you know, but I don't think that has the same ring to it. I don't think that's gonna get him the job quite right. They should have had Randy as leader of Retribution. Oh God. That might have been a good idea. Maybe had him, yeah, dude, that could have been good. Ryder, that's actually it's a quite presentable idea. All right, so if you watched Smiggity Smack, if you watched SmackDown along with me, please put a score in the chat if you'd like to. I need a score out of 10, guys. I need a 8 out of 10, a 7.8 out of 10, a 6 out of 10, a 9 out of 10. What do you rate this show out of 10, guys? Let's go. Let's talk about it. Let's have ourselves a little chat about it. Oh, Cameron says 8.3. Cameron liked it. Yeah, Cameron said this is way better than Raw. I agree. It was half short, twice strong. It definitely got a point across. A bunch of points across. 8.4 says Ringmaster. Okay, Ringmaster. He said, I'll do you one better. I'll do you 0.1 better, Cameron. 8.3 says we rubbed. Oh boy. All right, he agrees. He agrees with Cameron. Ringmaster, who's your character in the GSL, man? I feel like we haven't seen your character wrestle in like ages. We gotta get you some matches, dude. There's a pay-per-view coming up, and this pay-per-view is an extravaganza. Let's see. 8.2 says Heartbreak. There's my co-executive vice president of audio operations, CEO of audio excellence and perfection. There he is. 8.2. But Heartbreak, what's the audio sound like, man? I was trying to ask. What does it sound like? Does it sound good? This was the go-home show for Hell in a Cell as well, guys. So please try to rate it as harshly as possible. Does this get you excited? 8.5 says Elijah. Elijah, thank you for showing up with your new account. Hopefully you can stay logged into this one. That way I can count on you. 7.8 says Snipes. Snipes liked it. He said it was presentable. He said it crept across the finish line for him. There was something he didn't like. What, you didn't like the courtroom? Snipes probably didn't like the courtroom. Mo says 8.3. He liked it a lot. It was one thing that I could say about Mo. But there's a lot of things I could say about Mo. You're a cool dude, man. And on top of that, like, you can tell he does like wrestling. He likes wrestling. And I'm glad that you give some respect to stuff that's outside of like your main squeeze, you know? It's like Mo, he's got like a really pretty girlfriend, but he can still say, you know, Heidi Klum, she's a presentable woman. He's like that. I like that. Didn't watch. Temez, you didn't see it? Aw, man. Well, it was an okay. I don't qualify because I wasn't here for the show. Madness, you can give us a score, dude. Just make sure that you're here next time. Make sure you hang out with us either tomorrow for Bound for Glory or Sunday for Hell in a Cell. All right. I'm gonna put your score in here. I'll put your 8.2 in, but please try to join us during the festivities either tomorrow or Sunday, man. I would really, really highly appreciate that. 8.2 says Ryder. Oh, Ryder liked it too. Ryder joined us late too. You see, I'm letting his score matter because I know this guy's he's built up the trust, you know. And you were here, man. You were talking. Honestly, to me, what matters more than just being here the whole time is actually being a part of the show or being part of the conversation. So if you're in here conversing with us, you're answering the questions, you're predicting what's going to happen, you're giving me ideas, or you're telling me what you think of my booking or other people's booking, you're making it a community, then to me that matters so much more than just being here. So I'm gonna let it rock. Marcus says 8.3. I got you. I watched it with the wifey. Was she Heidi Klum? Alright, I don't know why I'm on some Heidi Klum stuff. I haven't seen a picture of her in I think 8 years or something. New Zealand says 8. Speaking of 8, you got it. Alright, New Zealand, you're in. Audio's good. Thank you, Heartbreak. Who got a new account? Elijah, he's like, he got a brand new phone and he doesn't know how to sign into his old account, so he's on a brand new account. So I modded him on his brand new account because he was a mod on his old account. Hopefully he can stick with this account. That's who got a new account. Not gonna wake up 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. this time when SmackDown comes on. I think they got the point. Yeah, I don't see anything below the line, you know. JBL Farouk, that was cool stuff. Teddy Long, yeah, I got your 8.2 Madness. You're good. Noah's here. What's up, Noah? All right, anybody else? Yeah, he's signed in everywhere. But I waited all SmackDown long to give him his wrench back because I wanted to make sure that was really him. But, you know, the real Elijah would have shown up and been like, who's this guy? This is really him, so. I took the time. Sometimes I gotta really, really take time out to quality assure and figure stuff out. So while you guys are watching the show, I'm also like checking out the entire chat to make sure everybody is who they say they are and checking out what they say. Oh, I just got an email from Fight a little earlier. What did Fight say? Bound for Glory. How much is it? Order now and get a $4 credit. Okay. Well, how much is it? I still haven't ordered it. It's 5 o'clock tomorrow, guys. Bound for Glory. I'm gonna give you guys my review in just a second. I gotta check out this price real quick. $39.99. I gotta see how much it is with the trick. I'm gonna have to check out the trick, dude. I'm not paying $40 for that. That is absolutely out of the question. Out of the question. Nah, dude. Nah, we're gonna do the trick in just a second. All right, hang out right after this, guys, because we're gonna check out how much it could be. All right, and don't worry, it's not illegal. There's nothing illegal about it. We're gonna check out the other price, the real price, the price I've been paying for the last year on pay-per-views. All right, so this SmackDown was what I like, man. This is what I like. Otis, I felt like that was a very good. Not a very good. It was a good segment. I won't give it very good. I'm not going to give it great. I'm not going to give it fantastic. I'm going to give it good. Just a good segment. I like the outcome. I like that it led to a match at Hell in a Cell, and I'm for it, man. I'm for it. This is the only way that I'd really be for an Otis match at Hell in a Cell. They did a good job of setting it up. Bianca Belair picking up the win against Zelina Vega in such decisive fashion was probably my second favorite match of the night, behind the Seth Rollins versus Buddy Murphy match. Utter genius, dude. And it's exactly what I thought it would be. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get one surprise match at Hell in a Cell with a triple threat going on there. But if we don't, then it's still story for next week. So it's a great setup. I like the way they did it. I like this storyline. I think Seth he's a mastermind. I think he's gonna find a way to turn everybody against each other a little bit harder, or he's gonna have to pick up the pieces and find another person to be his backup, which is very possible now that Chad Gable is now Chad Gable again. I'm so happy for that, man. That also saved this episode from going down the wrong street for me. Chad Gable being like, I quit being Shorty G. I'm done with that. I love that. That really helped me to buy back into to Chad Gable's possibilities here, and I hope that they run with it. I hope they keep it going. Lars looked like $1 million tonight. Goodness gracious, that the opening tag debacle, I'm glad that the Street Profits picked up a win, and they look fresher. They look fresher. I'm glad they have new people around them to trifle with. KO and Daniel Bryan, I'm not sure if they're going to continue with this this possibility of them being a tag team. I don't think so, but maybe. Gosh, man. This was such a stacked SmackDown, man. It felt like a 3-hour show. Like, it felt like they stacked 3 hours of goodness into 2 hours. And maybe that's because I just watched Talking Smack as well. And then the Tribal Chief stuff is just, I'm not gonna harp on it. I've been harping on it for like a month now. To me, it's like the best story in wrestling right now. Can't say much more about it. They killed it, man. To me, this is an 8.1. I think this was a good SmackDown. I think this showed intention. This showed build. This showed new angles. This showed that the draft is in order and already rolling a little bit on certain angles. I'm just good, man. 8.1 is what I'm giving it. I think this was one of the better shows of the week, and I think this was just a little bit below AEW or NXT this week. I think AEW and NXT still gave me a little bit more bang for my time, but goodness gracious, man, what a good show, what a good SmackDown. I do not regret my time whatsoever. 8.1 for me. So yeah, NXT was great. AEW was great. I had so much fun this week, and just that the Buddy Murphy versus Seth Rollins match, the freaking surprise of Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan, the awesomeness of Bronson Reed crushing Austin Theory, just so many good things happening this week. The Rey Fenix versus Pentagon match, the super squash of Sunny Kiss by Kenny Omega. Like, there are just so many good things that have happened this week that this whole week has been like an 8.0, man. Impact with a cool go-home show as well. Let's do the math. Let's find out. It's your favorite time of the week, guys. The math. Let's do it. Just great stuff. Let's do it. So we got an 8.3, an 8.4, an 8.3, an 8.2, an 8.5. That's 5 scores right there. We got a 7.8, an 8.3, an 8.2, an 8.2, and an 8.3. That's another 5 scores. Then we got an 8.0 and an 8.1. That's 12 scores altogether. We almost hit 100. One more score, we would have hit 100. Almost. Almost, guys. But hey, the scores that are in here are going to be the barometer by which we judge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. All right. 98.6 is the overall score. We're going to divide that by 12 scores. And that's going to give us a 8.2. Man, what an episode of SmackDown. 8.2. Let's do it. Can I see Chad being Seth's helper? Maybe, but I don't know if he wants to go from like a smaller role into another subservient role. I like Cameron's idea. Cameron said that maybe him and Austin Theory could become a tag team. That would be, man, that tag team would crush. Good job. Good job, Smeagol. You got 9. I know you want to dance. Look at that. And if Hell in a Cell goes off without a hitch, SmackDown could be tied with AEW and NXT. I know you want to dance. Go ahead. You're not even dancing to the beat. He's just so happy. He's so happy. Are you ready?
Are you ready for a good time? My precious SmackDown. Precious.
His precious SmackDown. That would be a great tag team, dude. That was a great idea. Dang, dude. The stack is looking so great right now. Dude, 10 for Raw. 10 for AEW. 10 for NXT. 9 for SmackDown. And 6 for Impact. I mean, this is so knotted up. I'm loving it so much, man. And we are the beneficiaries. We are the people who are benefiting from this. I don't know, man. It's like it's better without fans. It's like they know they have to cater to us at home, and they can't just rely on cheap pops and stuff. That's why I'm not sitting here like, I can't wait for fans to come back. It's because I don't want fans to come back. I don't want fans to come back, man, because I know organically it seems like a good idea because you're so used to hearing fans in the stands, but they get to just placate and play to those people who are in the stadium, get those cheap pops and go home. We are the actual fans now, okay? The people sitting at home, it has to translate through the screen now. They have to actually work that much harder. The promos have been incredible. Dude, the Edge promos, though, Randy Orton promos, even Drew McIntyre has been cutting some epic promos. You've seen the rise of Eddie Kingston, freaking Ricky Starks. You've seen great promos from MJF. It's like they have to try harder because we're not there, you know? So when people are like, I can't wait for the fans to come by, I'm like, no, please. Because when the fans were there, it's like they just got cheap pops out of them because they're in the arena. They already paid $100 and something bucks, 200, 400, 500 bucks to sit there. So of course they're going to cheer. They got a beer in their system. They're just going to be hype, you know? Nah, man, it's like they got to work harder now. And the wrestlers have to show that they're not just cheap gimmicks, you know. They got to actually go out there and pull off some stuff. And if it's not in the ring, they got to show personality. They got to actually prove who they are and what they're worth for a company now, you know. I don't know, man. Nah, trust me, I'm not saying anything good about COVID. I think COVID is horrible. And it's ruined a lot of people's families and a lot of people's lives. Nothing about that. I'm just saying, no, I don't want the crowd to come back. Because I think wrestling is, I think this is the the renaissance that wrestling needs to really get back to some of the basics that they've lost in the past. They've entirely leaned too hard on just, oh, well, the crowd was loud, so it must have been good, you know, or the crowd was chanting, so it must have been good. So yeah, I'm sure live shows are fun. Trust me, I've been to a couple thanks to you guys, but I'm saying I'm not in any hurry to bring back live crowds because I feel like it is the fact that they're not having live crowds is bringing something to wrestling that is making it more entertaining than it was for the past couple of years. So I think they got to work harder, you know? It's like the guy at Hibachi Grill. You ever been to one of those restaurants where the guy's like, he's flipping his knife and he's like putting the onion in his hat and there's flaming up and he's chopping everything real quick and throwing it into your plate and all that. It's like, yeah, cool, but like at the end of the day, it's still just an onion, you know? They got to do more. You have to do something with it now. Like that's what it looks like now. Back when they had a crowd, they had this like sheen of like, oh, it's hype, don't worry. And you're just not getting it because the crowd gets it. Now it's like, nah, man. we can see it now. We can see you're just chopping an onion. You got to do something with it, you know? Make it taste good. Make it delicious. Give me an experience. So I'm not saying, trust me, I didn't say anything about the virus, by the way, guys. So I don't know why you're bringing this into it, all right? So let's leave the virus out of this, all right? Because it's already ruined enough people's lives. It doesn't deserve another word out of our mouths. The virus is horrendous. Let's not talk about that. And that's the reason I didn't bring it up. Because I'm talking about the fact that they have to run shows right now with no crowds. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the virus. I'm not saying the virus is a good thing. I'm saying the fact that they are sitting here and having to entertain us without crowds. I'm not in any rush to get crowds back because I know crowds have classically been a great thing, and they have helped a lot of events become even hyper than normal. But as of right now, I think this is the best time because they have superstars who aren't really superstars. They're more like, what would you call them? Like extra stars? They're not superstars yet. They're like extra stars. And there's only a few people who are actually on that superstar level right now. So this is going to help all of them upgrade and update their gimmick to a point where it is entertaining without a crowd. Because that's when you know your money. When you can translate through a television screen and actually entertain people. That's incredible, and I think that this is the best thing because right now we have a generation of people who are just, they're basically followers doing things just to get known. And a lot of them are great in-ring performers, but there has to be more to it than that. And I think that this is the perfect time for them to have no crowds because it's going to separate the people who are going to improve their craft from the people who are just standing behind a gimmick and hoping it fits and hoping it works. So I don't know, man. I'm not in any sort of hurry to bring fans back. Not at all. Because right now I feel like we're the boss. I feel like all of us are the boss. They see us on social media. They see us watching the show. They're probably looking at ratings more than ever because they can't go by the people who showed up for the show in real life. So I feel like more than ever, the people like us who can't be at every show are the boss. And we're the barometer by which they judge how good things are going over, how popular people are. They're looking at merchandise sales probably more than ever. We're probably more in charge of wrestling right now than we've ever been. Because they can't just sell tickets and use that as, oh, well, yeah, it was a good show. So I'm not in a rush or a hurry to get people back in these stands, man, especially not with the virus. Now I'm going to talk about the virus. Especially not with the virus because I don't think it's safe, and I think people are putting undue risk on a lot of people by saying, let's get them back in the stands, let's get the stands filled. It's just not necessary. Really isn't, because good stories are transcendent. Did you care about the 51st extra in Braveheart? I mean, I know it mattered for the scene. It made the scene come together a little bit different. But, like, really, was that why you watched Braveheart? Because they had 212 extras instead of 203? Like, no, dude. You watched Braveheart because the story was intriguing. The story encapsulated you, and it had great characters on the screen. It did great things that you could understand how they mattered for the people involved. Like, that's what mattered. You didn't care that 10 people didn't show up that day for the battle scene. So I'm telling you, like, the crowd matters, but it doesn't matter as much as the stories and the performances by the people who are up front and personal. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we need to stop thinking, or at least I hope people will stop thinking that the crowd is the key to getting people over. If people aren't over right now, it's because people aren't over right now. It's not because the crowd ain't there. It's not because of the crowd. It's because it's not translating through the TV screen. And honestly, there's going to be 10 times more people at home than are going to be in that arena. Any given time, there's going to be 10 times more people watching at home than the people in the arena. So we are the audience that should get played to more. I love live crowds. Trust me, I love being there. It's a feeling. It's so incredible, but I'm not in any rush to get that back because I know for a fact you either got it or you don't. They do make an impact, that's for sure, but not at the cost of lives. And honestly, dude, if it's not hitting you in the heart when you see it on your TV, it doesn't. The fans aren't gonna change that. The fans can cheer as loud as they want for the worst match of the night. I'm gonna be like, that match sucked. They could cheer all they want for some debacle. They could cheer all they want for Zelina Vega falling around the place wrestling Asuka. It's not going to help me. I'm not going to believe. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, that was a good match. So the amount of people in the arena does not affect my outlook on a storyline or a match. It can help, but like point blank base, it has to be good to begin with, or else the people in the arena are not going to sweeten it up that much that it's going to change my overall opinion on something. The reason I loved Rock versus Hogan, the crowd was an intrinsic part of it, but the match itself has something. It has that pageantry, it has that star power, and it makes sense to a point where, like, I'm hype anyway, but then the crowd is blowing it up, and now it's off the charts. You know, it's a multiplier. It shouldn't be the baseline. A lot of teams don't have fans. Exactly. Some teams are even playing better without them, you know. So it's gonna come down to that, and this is my whole point of saying any of this, is that it has to be good to begin with, and the better it is, the more it's gonna translate to the people, and the higher amount of people who are sitting here just like I am. Because you can stack, you know, maybe what, 10,000 people into arena with social distancing. If your arena can seat like 60,000 people, you could probably put like maybe 10,000 and have them 6 feet apart. I don't know, I'm just doing like quick math here, but maybe you could fit like 10,000. But still, if the game isn't good, it's not going to be a good game automatically, because you stuffed a bunch of people in there and possibly got people sick. So I'm not in any rush to get fans back. What I hope for is that wrestling continues to give us entertaining angles. We've got some of the funnest angles in months. We've got some of the best shows in months. We've got some of the most inventive storylines in months. So I don't know, man. I'm just not one of these people who's get the fans back in there. It's gonna change things now, dude. I think that I'm a little worried about fans coming back. I'm a little worried about that in a lot of different ways, but mostly because of people's health, and then secondly because I think they've had to work harder without fans. And when they work harder, we win. It's just it's the law of competition. The more competition, the more strife you have, the harder you have to work to really gain a following or entertain people. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing WWE working harder. I'm seeing AEW working overtime. I'm seeing people like Ring of Honor having to change the model and do stuff. I'm seeing Impact bringing together a roster like which we haven't seen in years from them. So it's right now is that period where I'm very happy about how hard these companies are working to keep our attention. And I think that's a win. So I hope you guys liked it. That was the chat. That was the talk. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Everybody on Twitch, we're not done tonight. Everybody on YouTube, we are done. Please come on over to the Twitch channel if you want to keep hanging out with us, because we got way more wrestling action for you if you come on over. It's twitch.tv/Gritty Urban Saga. The link is in the it's in the chat there if you look for it. It's probably just a little ways up. Thank you guys so much. That was... Oh, I like this beat. Hang on. Either way, okay. Sorry. That was the chat.